What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be showing how to make Jeff's Pizza. Now, I'm hoping all of this will be in one part, but I am not quite sure at this point in time. But here it is. I am going to be showing the whole thing at the very least. And worst case, if it is two parts, I'll just casually use the same little intro thing for both, because I'm lazy. Anyway, here is pretty much everything, at least on the front. You will get a separate tutorial, full tutorial for Freddy's. Although I guess if you wanted to take the layout and just kind of replicate it, then you could, but I ended up doing that when I made, because I made Freddy's first and then I made Jeff's. So I did end up doing that just for that sake, but yeah, I didn't really have to necessarily stay true to it, because Freddy also has 2 extra rooms, so... Anyway, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so the spatial of this is a 36 by 147, and the materials we're needing to start off are black concrete, cyan, that's not even cyan, cyan terracotta though, is what I was trying to grab, stone, yellow concrete, stone stair, should have grabbed them like here, but whatever. Podzol, lime terracotta. I just witnessed my skin change on my alt account twice. That was kind of weird. Bamboo slabs, and I guess spruce planks will do. See if it did say that I changed the skin. That's very interesting. It went from like a default skin to Steve and then to the Knight. Anyway, starting from the front left-hand corner of your 36 by 147 grid, cough cough, if you made it, you want to go backwards and you want to place on the floor 19 black concrete. You'll then go right by 2, and that's pretty much all you need to do with that. Also, sorry if my voice is kind of rough. I pretty much just woke up, and I needed to grind this out a little bit, so we're here. Oh, there's a missing row of blocks again. That's really cool. In this little kind of corner here at the back, you'll place 3 podzol moving forward from each of these 2 black concrete. So, when you do the podzol, you want to actually add an additional row off the front as well, so you have 4 rows in total. Just a minor thing that I kind of oopsied. You can then go right from each of these 3 podzol with 24 podzol. Just like this. Just better to do all 3 rows, because then we can just build the walls off of what we don't particularly need. You can then take the front row of podzol and specifically come to the right side here. And you want to place going right to left a yellow concrete, 4 stone, yellow concrete, 4 stone, yellow concrete, 4 stone, yellow concrete, 4 stone, yellow concrete, and then 5 stone to end. You then can copy that row moving forward 6 more times. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna do all the yellow and then I think do a command for the stone. Seems like an easy enough way to do it. That's the thing yet, hopefully everyone's having a good day or night. I am for the most part, again, other than the fact that I just woke up. But I wanted to start this early so I had time before Spirit, and then also would have time after, ideally. But I guess we'll see. So you won't have to deal with me sounding like I'm dying for the whole video, don't worry. Anyway, in front of that, you want to place 7 rows of cyan terracotta. And the 7th row should end on your grid line if you happen to have it, or it'll just connect into that front black concrete alternatively. It will also end up connecting all the way to the right, but we'll worry about that in like 5 seconds. Because that doesn't actually go to the end of the grid. Because I want to say it's the dining area wall sticks out a couple blocks from the other wall, which would have been in line. Yeah, you see that right there? Sticks over. Anyway, from there you can take these front 7 rows of cyan terracotta and extend them right with 6 rows of cyan terracotta. I would then place a row of black concrete off the edge and extend it back by an additional 12. You could really go 13 if you wanted, but this corner is a whatever, and really, it'll end up being an end stone brick probably, but it doesn't have to be an end stone brick. Anyway, you want to place on the furthest right row of cyan terracotta going back 6 stone. Place another row of stone to the left, and then place a row of stone stairs left of that that faces into it. You will kind of see where this goes in a minute. You'll then, in this little 3-block gap going all the way back, which will only stay as those 3 blocks even once you pass this stone layer, you'll place a row of stone stairs facing forward, 2 stone blocks, stone stair row facing forward, 2 stone blocks, stone stairs facing forward, 2 stone blocks, stone stairs facing forward, and then 2 stone blocks. That will stick one further back than your pozzo, which is fine. Now, to I guess fix it, where you have this row of stone stairs, the second one that we placed, this forward one, you want to take this cornerstone stair and just make it a stair facing to the left. It'll make it connect into that better. And then anyway, you can kind of fill in this little back right rectangle in with podzol. I'll just place, I guess, 5 podzol here. Going back, and then it'll be 3 rows of 5. Just like that. Get out your bamboo slabs, and between each of the yellow concrete lines on this back row of stone, you'll place bamboo slabs. These are like the little bumpers. Weirdly enough, the color of these changes on night 5, I think. It changes to white. I'm not really sure why, but it's yellow for the first 4 nights, so... Maybe it's the other way around. It's one of the two. Whatever Freddy's color is, it's that color on night 5. I just can't remember if Freddy's I made white or yellow, and I'm pretty sure I made it white, but I guess we'll see whenever we get there. So... get rid of your bamboo slabs, and I guess your podzol, and I would move the lime terracotta forward a slot, and get out smooth sandstone and brown terracotta. We'll probably do the black concrete walls last for this little front area. If you head to the back left podzol here, that is this one, from it you want to count right by 2 and place a smooth sandstone. Bring it right by 1, and then go back diagonally right with a spruce plank. Right by 4, forward diagonally to the right with a brown terracotta, forward 1, right 1, back diagonally right with a spruce plank, then right by 11, forward diagonally right with a brown terracotta, right 1, back 1, back diagonally right with a spruce plank, and then you should be just kind of in line with this stone here, and you'll trace it to the other side and place the spruce plank up diagonally to the right there, which you then can go forward diagonally to the right from with a smooth sandstone, which will be brought right by 1. I would advise making each of these 2x2 squares, so I would take just the corner of brown terracotta and kind of, or the, like, where you have the 3 brown terracotta and place an additional one in the corner, and bring each smooth sandstone row back just by 1. This will kind of help with the windows a little bit. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but... Now, before we do anything else, I want to get the lime terracotta out of the way, because I want to just get a fresh slate of materials here. Really, with no particular junction or logic, just spam place lime terracotta on the podzol. You don't have to cover all of it, you shouldn't cover all of it, but you just want it to really be mainly 1 block tall. I end up having it like in this front right corner and in the front left hand corner where there's a little thing where it's 2 blocks, but I mean outside of that you're kind of just haphazardly placing it everywhere. Do keep in mind this has 0 correlation to anything else though, so like as we do the walls and stuff, just won't really matter, but yeah, I have something like this on this side. think it's actually like this. On the left. Again, you don't really need anything specific. Just kind of something like that. To mark the bushes, but also you don't want them covering all the podzol, because then why would we have placed it, you know? Just trying not to have it too liney or stringy like I have it. There we go, something like that. Before we clear our inventory, we can do one other thing, which will mean we don't need anything else for the rest of this, or any of the materials we have in our inventory again, except for kind of smooth sandstone, but we're going to use slabs for it anyway because of that weird inconsistency with bedrock. So you want to take these 2x2 smooth sandstone squares, and you want to bring them each up with an additional row of smooth sandstone. I'm just going to do one at a time. Then go up from each block with 2 brown terracotta, 2 smooth sandstone, and 2 brown terracotta. And it will give you a pillar. Wow. You'll then do the same thing on the other one, so just 1 row of smooth sandstone, 2 brown, 2 sandstone, and 2 brown. The brown terracotta pillars are a little bit silly though, so what you want to do for these is you want to go up from each brown terracotta with 2 smooth sandstone, 2 brown, 2 smooth sandstone, and 2 brown. These will be 1 taller than the other ones, which is good, and also I'm saying they're silly because of the little 1 block base. Something I noticed with Into the Pit while making it is that squares aren't really squares in this game. They're very misproportionately made for whatever reason. I don't know if that's just a weird like perspective thing or what it is, but like even these, some of them are not squares and some of them are, but I just didn't want to mess with that because they're close enough to squares to where it just would be dumb to make them otherwise, so I ended up doing that. Anyway, you'll have this. You can now clear your inventory and you can get out birch planks, dark oak trapdoors, birch stairs, birch slabs. What is that block again? Stripped, is it dark oak or spruce? Stripped dark oak wood or logs, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll just get out logs for fun. Stone blocks. Oh, we did need those again, darn. And stone stairs, so lame. Red concrete. And you know what? I'm gonna call it ochre frog lights. Why not? So, we're gonna go left to right and just do each segment, I guess. On the left one, you want to take this row of spruce planks, and off of the leftmost row... Okay. Yeah, off the leftmost spruce plank, you're gonna place a row of dark oak trapdoors opened up against the left half of the block. On the block to the right of that, you'll have dark oak trapdoors opened up against the left half of that block. You'll then leave the middle block alone, and on this block here, you'll have dark oak trapdoors opened on the left, oh my god, and on the far right, they'll be opened up against the right, and you'll have 2 per block, as I mentioned, just like this. You can then, on top of that, place 4 rows of birch planks. And then on the... not the bottom one, but the one up, you'll place a row of red concrete off the front and bring it down diagonally forward a row. If you find the bottom left red concrete, so on the bottom row of the leftmost block, you'll count right by 1 and punch this one out. These are a little bit torn. Funnily enough, they're also torn on Freddy's in the exact same spots, but they're a different color, which is a little bit strange. Anyway, we'll worry about the windows later in full. So we're doing a similar thing on the middle section here, however, it's not quite the same. First off, you should find the middle 4 spruce planks and place a birch plank on top of each. It'll essentially leave 4 blocks on either side, like so. These windows are slightly smaller than that one. I don't know why that one's so big. Off of the... I guess in both 4 block gaps, you'll take the leftmost block and place dark oak trapdoors opened up against the left half of the block. The next block over, you'll do the same. And then for these rightmost 2 blocks, you'll place dark oak trapdoors facing to the right. And you should have 2 on top of each block again, as I mentioned. Like so. Now is actually the point to where you can back each of these dark oak trapdoor windows with ochre frog lights. I would recommend keeping them all facing the same way, whether that be up and down or front and back. I like it front and back because, I don't know, it's more of a spotlight look when you do that, I feel like. Although, who am I to say? This one will be annoying, though, if you try to make them forward-facing, because you can't. You need a placeholder in the middle, which I'll just place some red. Why not? Don't miss a block. I missed a block in the original somehow, and I still haven't fixed it, at least in this particular version of the world, since this is a tutorial-specific world. But anyway, you'll have this. Come back to this row of 4 birch, and off of the leftmost birch plank, you'll place a birch stair facing right. And off of the rightmost birch plank, you'll just place another birch plank. Bring the stair and the plank each up with another plank, and then you can bring the plank on top of the stair right with an upside down birch slab, and then a birch plank, which will give you a little bit of a hole in the wall. This is also on Freddy's. I feel like logically it wouldn't have been on Freddy's, but whatever, you know, I didn't make the game, so I can't really judge. I totally can still. You want to then back this with sideways facing stripped dark oak logs, or wood, or whatever. As mentioned, you will need placeholders. And you'll have that. Not a huge deal breaker with that part, but, you know. Then you want, this one's a little bit different, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want 6 rows of birch planks on top of the windows. And I would just actually bring it straight across. It goes to the top line of the pillars, so just kind of build it up to there. I guess all of them do, don't they? Oh no, that's a little bit shorter, I forgot about that. Yeah, this one gets weird. Just like that. However, it is still the same thing on the, not the bottom row, but one row up of birch. You'll place a row of red concrete, which will then be brought forward diagonally down with another row. Then for this one, counting left to right, if you're on the leftmost block, you'll count right by 1, break, count right by 4, break. Then on the far right over here, you want to take each of these spruce planks and bring them up with 6 birch planks. You'll then connect the top 4 rows together across the opening. And you'll have the same red concrete line, so not the bottommost 4 row, but 1 row up. You'll place a row of red, and then another row forward diagonally down. Again, from the leftmost red, count right by 1 and break. I didn't even realize that was in the same spot on all 3. That's kind of awkward. In the doorway, you will count back a block and place a row of stone, just kind of pushed into the doorway along the bottom. You'll bring the middle block up by 2, which will create a shape in which I refuse to comment on, and then you'll take this, I guess, middle stone block, and you'll place a stone stair on either side of it that faces towards it. Seeing as how that doesn't make anything better, you want a set of upside down stone stairs on top of those that face the same way. You're probably going to need to come around to the back to do this. And then it will suddenly turn into a door, which is more what we were looking for. Perfect. Remember this door design, because you need it, well, like 3 more times, maybe? Well, there's 1, 2, plus Freddy's, that's 4, plus the entrance to Freddy's, that's 5. So, 5 more times. Assuming you decide to make both Freddy's and Jeff's. In that case, though, I don't know, actually, I don't really, there is no case. So, get rid of your, I guess, dark oak trapdoors and get out smooth sandstone slabs. First off, on top of the side pillars and the side birch planks, you'll just place smooth sandstone slabs like this. Ignore the middle for a second here. And then you want to not ignore the middle and place smooth sandstone slabs on top of the brown terracotta there. My voice is already a little bit better now. Then take the middle smooth, or I guess the front corner of smooth sandstone slabs and bring it in with a smooth sandstone slab, smooth sandstone block, then place an upside down smooth sandstone slab inside of that, up with a block, in with an upside down slab, up with a block, in with an upside down slab, up with a slab, and then in with a block. Fill in only what you have to on the backside with birch planks, which just means really like this pretty much is what you'll have from the backside. Oh, that looks so very weird. Anyway, if you really want to copy this for Freddy's, you totally can, although I think Freddy's is a different color, is it not? Maybe the walls aren't. Oh yeah, the walls aren't. Really, the only thing that changes is the red concrete is cyan concrete, and the mangrove or the stone is mangrove on the door. But I guess also in addition, there's a light post on this one which isn't on Freddy's, which I found very weird. Actually, before we clear inventory, I'm gonna tell you how I have this brought back, because it's kind of sort of important. If you head to the back side, these row of smooth sandstone slabs on the lower portions of birch will be brought in with just a single smooth sandstone slab. Inside of that, you'll place a birch plank, which can be brought up by one. Place a smooth sandstone slab on that birch plank, and then connect it together across the back. You can then bring all of these like smooth sandstone blocks and stuff just back an additional row, so they are sitting directly on top of the birch instead of just outside. That's pretty much all I did. I just kept the back flat and did that. Signs are usually flat like this on the top when they stick out. I don't make them flat typically when I'm doing like the city builds because I like it better when they have a little bit more depth to them, but this one I did make flat because I think I made Freddy's also flat, as in the movie set Freddy's. Yeah, I did, according to my memory, which sometimes lets me down, but I don't think it is this time. Clear inventory again and get out mangrove slabs, waxed, weathered, cut copper slabs. It's funny I said the thing that I was struggling on, and I didn't even realize it. Yellow concrete, mangrove buttons, oak trapdoors, polished deep slate blocks, polished deep slate walls, ochre frog lights, and oh perfect, black concrete. That should finish off everything we need to do out here. So, on the main portion here, I struggle with this logo. I struggled with both, actually, but that's besides the point. You want to find these top two smooth sandstone blocks here at the, birch planks up below the smooth sandstone blocks that are at the tippy top of the middle portion. In front of the right one, you'll place an oak trapdoor off the bottom half with a yellow concrete below it. Right of that yellow concrete, you want an oak trapdoor opened up against it. And then also from that yellow concrete, you'll go down diagonally left with a yellow. Down one, right one. Off the bottom and tops of these blocks, you'll place oak trapdoors, except for where there's a little bit of a divot in here. That would be this slice of pizza. And then you'll place one off of the right of this bottom block, an oak trapdoor opened up against, and off the left of the top block. This one, you'll see why in a second, why it doesn't have a trapdoor, or in a couple seconds. I placed mangrove buttons on each yellow concrete except for the bottom left corner, because, I don't know. I don't like corners. Irrelevant room reference? It's from an LN2 stream, for those of you who aren't aware. It's like a 2-year-old thing or something. It's from Chapter 2. You want to take this bottom left yellow concrete, because it is, I guess, important enough, and you'll place a waxed, weathered, cut copper slab to the left. Below it, a mangrove plank, which you can just use slabs for. Bring that mangrove plank left with 2 upside-down, waxed, weathered, cut copper slabs. It's always a fun sentence to say. From this mangrove plank, count down diagonally to the left and place another. Left of that, place an upside-down mangrove slab. Now, where you have the oak trap, or I guess the 2 bottom oak trapdoors, you'll take note of the rightmost one, and you will obviously notice you can't place anything right here, because that's how slabs work. Count down an additional block then and place an upside-down waxed weathered cut copper slab from there. And you're going to kind of bring this up diagonally and to the right with 3 more slabs to give you a little line like this. Also, this is the lettering for Jeff's Pizza. I just made it out of a various mix of slabs. Because for some reason the tops of the letters are green and the bottom is red. I don't know. Below this end one, you'll place 2 mangrove planks. Go left from this bottom one with an upside-down mangrove slab and then another mangrove plank. From this plank in particular, you will go down diagonally right with an upside-down mangrove slab, and also down diagonally left with a mangrove plank. That's the logo, pretty much. A little bit weird, but it gets the job done. Now, for the lamp post, which is not on Freddy's, it literally, you can see it in the cutscene where you see Freddy's, the front of Freddy's, it just vanishes. For this right row of yellow concrete, you want to, from it, count forward by 2 to this cyan terracotta and place 2 polished deep slate blocks on top. You will then go up from that with 9 polished deep slate walls. And go from this top one left by 2. Then go down from there with an ochre froglet. You will notice this is almost as tall as the building. I have no further comments to make about that. It just is. Now, for the fun, awesome part, I literally have to count this with blocks because I'm just not even going to try. Okay, you want to bring each black concrete up with 8 additional black concrete. And this will kind of give us the front finished. I mean, there's not really much to say. This will actually make this as tall as the lower pillars, but not any taller. You could totally extend this up more and bring it across the, like, top of the building if you want. It won't really do you any different. But, yeah. Also, I would probably recommend blacking off the front, just because, yeah, I didn't originally, because I just haven't gotten to the point to where I'm figuring out layout stuff for the map, but it is kind of something that I do need to probably get to eventually. I know roughly how I want to make the teleporters between locations for my FNAF rebooted map. That's what this is in. But I just am going to finish everything first because, you know, I still have to make, like, the school and Oswald's house and everything. I started Oswald's house, but you will also be getting every section as a tutorial. I may end up pairing the mill and the library, but I probably won't because more content stretched across videos is better. Hence why this will be 5-part, I'm just kidding. So, for the next step, which is, where things get a little bit fun. Just kidding, they really don't get fun. This is, I think, where the point in the video in which, some of you may regret deciding to make this. It's layout time, everybody's favorite. So, clear your inventory and get out end stone bricks. I already regret this. Lime terracotta. I honestly, like, there's not a ton we need right now. Smooth sandstone. Polished tuff. Oh, what are the layouts of the other rooms? I need those. As in the floor material. Not the floor material, but the walls. Okay. Light gray concrete. Smooth stone. Regular stone. Black concrete. And block of quartz, and that should get us our entire layout. So, hold on, let me bring up my phone for this, because I have a thing that just tells me the space of each room, rather than having to go through the painstaking process of taking notes for all of them. It's just a simple, like, 18 by 11 is this first room. So, from the doorway here, I should probably go over there on my other account, just so I kind of know what the heck is going on. From the doorway, you want to place going, we're gonna say right, well, no, actually, let's say the front of the building is on your left, just for simplicity's sake. But you want to place in front of and behind this doorway 4 end stone bricks. Just, I'd place them on against the grass floor like this, so they're a row lower than the stone, actually. You could place them up a row, just that'll get confusing later. Then at the front here, you'll go right with 17 end stone bricks. Go back with 3. Leave a 2-block gap. Place 5 end stone bricks. And then you'll go left with 6. Leave a 3-block gap, and then place however many it is to the wall, which is 7 end stone bricks. In the back 2 corners here, you'll just place an additional end stone brick like so. Side note, there is no hallway actually here that connects. Main reason is because in Freddy's, the party room goes further than the doors, so I just figured I would block them off and call it a day. Head to the bottom right-hand corner of this room, which is this end stone brick, and you'll bring it forward by 2. You then want to bring this end stone brick right by 71. Just like that. You will then go back from this end one with 4 lime terracotta. Leave a 3-block gap. Place 4 lime terracotta and then an end stone brick. This end stone brick can be brought left by 9. Leave a 2-block gap. Place 13 end stone bricks. 2-block gap. 11 end stone bricks. 2-block gap, and then you should end with 31 end stone bricks. Like so. Hopefully that wasn't too bad, because worst case, if you messed up the 72, or the 72 in total, then you would have the doors to figure out that it's wrong. Just a little bit of a failsafe. Also, the next smallest room is, or the next biggest room, I should say, is just above half the size of that one. And it's actually the party room. I thought it was going to be the arcade, but it's the party hall that is right there. Anyway, from the bottom right-hand corner of this area, you want to go right with 18 end stone bricks. You will then go back with 5. Leave a 2-block gap, place 5 additional end stone bricks, and just connect back to the left. This room, I feel like this room is a different color or something because of the double-layered wall. Unless that was just me being goofy. Okay, no, yeah, it definitely is. So, you want to, well, it's kind of hard to explain, I guess. Oh, I found a block, haha. So, you want to essentially double layer this end stone brick wall to the right with an alternating pattern of polished, tough, and smooth sandstone. Don't really, I guess, mind it too much if it's wrong. Just, if you place one on the corner, you'll just bring this corner block to the right when you start. So, you will end up going right, as mentioned, with 20 of this pattern. Before we connect, however, I would like to point something out here. So, if you have a polished tough on the front side of this doorway, you want to, in the back right-hand corner from this, what should also be a polished tough, you will count left by 1, and where you have the smooth sandstone, you'll place a polished tough in front of it with a smooth sandstone to the left. So, basically, you're creating a little 2x2 pattern right here, regardless. If it's the other way around, you do a smooth sandstone and then a polished tough. Just, you should have the same block on this diagonal. I'll explain this in a second here. Then from this end of whatever this block is, if it's polished tough, you'll go forward diagonally right with a smooth sandstone. If it's a sandstone, it's a polished tough. And then you can just connect back to the front. This is because this pattern doesn't line up with this actually working. As you can see, because this is wrong, this still ended up lining up just fine. I'm not really sure the cause of that. I'm assuming it's just because of, like, that being like that. But I'm not really sure. So, yeah, I just decided to kind of ignore it. Let's start working kind of back this way. We'll actually do the ball pit room next. If you come to the furthest right doorway in the dining area, which is this massive room, you want to count 3 to the left to this end stone brick. From it, you want to go back with 14 of alternating smooth stone and normal stone. Just like that. Again, the same thing applies to where this back block will be brought right by an additional 1 when you start this row, but you'll go right with 18. And then back forward by 13, which should connect you to the wall. I'm not even going to count this out. And then you just go all the way left until you just have your doorway open, which you will have to actually skip over it to make sure that you have everything like this. That's what you should have, basically. Smooth stone and normal stone create such a weird checkerboard pattern. Because of the smooth stone having that, like, stone trim, I don't know, it looks crazy. You'll notice it more whenever we get the, like, 2 rows on top of it. Anyway, next room we'll do is, I guess, the kitchen, why not? So from the next doorway to the left, you want to bring the end stone brick on either side of this doorway back by 1. From this one here on the right, you'll bring it right by 6. And then back by 10. You'll then go just left by 15. Forward by 3. Leave a 2-block gap and then place 5 end stone bricks moving forward, and then you can just connect back to the right. Like this. There is like the freezer there, but I just didn't worry about putting it in the wall. I also think it moved between Freddy's and Jeff's. It looks a little bit more out of the corner in Jeff's. Next room to the left. This is the fun room, we'll call it. So you want to, from this back left-hand corner of the kitchen, you want to go left and place 9 end stone bricks. Leave a 2-block gap. 15 end stone bricks. 2-block gap. And then 8 end stone bricks. You will then connect forward and just go all the way across to the right here, making sure that you do leave the doorway open there on the front, kind of at the very end. Just like so. Now, let's do the arcade. Yeah, sure, why not? So, from the doorway here, as mentioned at the kind of furthest left of this party hall, you'll bring the end stone bricks on either side just back by 1. Same deal again. You'll go right with 7 end stone bricks. Back by 4. Leave a 2-block gap. Place 4 end stone bricks. Go left by 31. Then go forward by 10. Right by 2. Leave a 3-block gap this time, and then just connect all the way to the right like this. There you go. Also, one thing I find very weird is where do these windows actually go? Because, I mean, there's this party room here, which I think realistically would go to probably here. Ignoring the fact that I have it a little bit too far. But, like, why? What are these even... There's no room here. I mean, there's the arcade, but you can't see the window, and it will be blocked off anyway because there's machines here. I don't know. Back right-hand corner of the arcade, I guess, because that makes the most sense. You want to go right by 17 with end stone bricks. Go forward by 3. Leave a 2-block gap and then place, what is this, 5 end stone bricks, and then again you'll double layer this front wall here. The whole reason actually for this portion being double layered, well, I think I double layered all of them, didn't I? Yeah, I double layered both rows, just because I would have done all of the walls, but it was with the, I believe, the dining area is what made me decide to do it, because there's like paintings that I embedded into the wall. Anyway, next room over, you wanted to place in this kind of bottom left-hand corner a light gray concrete. You will bring it right by 18. Back by 10. And then you'll just connect it left and just bring it back forward, which you'll make sure you want to leave that doorway open. There's the layout. You will kind of notice it doesn't exactly perfectly match the game. That's because... just proportions are weird. Because I made everything in line pretty much perfectly, except for the ball pit is a little bit longer back, or further back, but... yeah. Which also actually, well, I didn't cut off the office intentionally, but... that was something, you see there's that 1 block there, I was like, hopefully that doesn't end up being a problem. But anyway, from this point, you want to bring each block that you placed just up by 1. So every end stone brick, every... I don't know, every checkerboard, like... you're just double layering these walls. If you made this in line with the stone or the bottom of the doorway, you don't have to do this. You just need to do this to make it in line with that, if that makes sense. I could have technically made it floating, but that just would have been dumb, I feel like. I won't time-lapse this since, like, everything else will be time-lapsed, let's be real. Between doing the floor and the walls and everything else. This is a fairly easy step, so... but yeah, I think plan for order of operations is we'll do Freddy's and then we'll do Jeff's, or sorry, we'll do Jeff's and then Freddy's. I say as I'm building Jeff's before Freddy's, that's very funny. And then it'll be Oswald's house, and then it'll be school, and then probably library and mill are the last two. In whatever order I make them, I don't really know. Although I gotta get through the school first. It might be a little while for those two, or those, I guess, three. Hopefully Oswald's house I'll be able to finish, like, by the end of the week, as far as at least making it, and then, you know, I'll be ready for tutorializing it fairly soon. That one won't be as bad as Jeff's and Freddy's, because they're so much bigger. It's funny, because I made Freddy's originally, like, I don't know why I did it that way, but I made Freddy's first. Also, take note, I am literally just copying the checkerboard pattern on top of itself instead of making it, like, opposite. You can do it either way. If this annoys you, then go with whatever, but it doesn't actually matter. Since, again, the bottom row is covered by the walls anyway, so not like anyone will know. Actually, I might. Anyway, you'll have this once I get there. I think we'll do floor next, just to get it out of the way, because the floor is just horrible. There's really nothing else to it. It just sucks. Come on, I can get there. There you go. You should have this once you have done that. Now it's time for the floors. So before we actually do all of the floors, we're going to kind of do the couple of rooms that are a bit different as far as at least the floor is concerned. Which I believe is actually only the pit room and the security room. The rest are the same checkered pattern, which is going to be great. So if you head to the ball pit room first, which is the one with the smooth stone and normal stone, kind of words checkered pattern. You want to first off get rid of something or other. I guess we'll call it the smooth sandstone. We will need that later, I guess, but get rid of it for now and get out light blue terracotta. No, sorry, green terracotta, not light blue. I think light blue is what it is in Freddy's. I don't know how I made that mistake. Anyway, you want to start by filling in your entire floor of this room in with green terracotta, just starting from inside the doorway right there. I'm going to do this with a command because, yeah, the quicker it is, the better. Preferably if I could type properly. There we go. Then you'll essentially bring the checkerboard pattern on the baseboard of the walls up by an additional row. Just obviously make sure you use the opposite block. So on top of the smooth stone, a regular stone. On top of the regular stone, a smooth stone. And just go around in the same fashion. This will look kind of weird from the outside if you did it the way that I did it, but it is what it is. Just like that. There we go. There, you can kind of see what I mean with the stone and smooth stone, kind of. It almost makes the stone look larger, which is weird. Anyway, you want to then place 4 rows of light gray concrete on top of that. One minor thing to note, the top 3 rows of light gray concrete will connect across the tops of the doors. The doors in at least Freddy's and Jeff's are 3 blocks tall. In Oswald's house end up being like 3.5/4. You'll see why I said kind of both, but that's mainly because of a weird thing with the walls I ended up doing. But, yeah. Anyway. That's pretty much the ball pit room where we need it. For at least for now, obviously. I think we'll do all of the ceilings probably at the end. That seems like a fair thing to do. So, because we don't necessarily need them. They don't, like, they're just not important, okay? So, you want to head to the security office now, which is this light gray concrete of outline for this room right here, this rectangle in particular. You can get rid of your green terracotta and get out brown terracotta, and you will fill in the whole floor with brown terracotta again, making sure you kind of go into the doorway like that. I'm gonna slash fill again. Give me that back, thanks. And then after this, as mentioned, not all of the walls are the same from this point, but all of the floor is the same, which is where things get a little bit complicated. From this point, you will go around the light gray and just do an alternating pattern of block of quartz and black concrete. I'm going to invert it again from my original. And don't forget the weird corner thing where you need the double blocks, because, yeah, that's how checkerboard patterns kind of are. Or you just don't place the corners. That is, technically speaking, a better method to this madness, but better methods are for nerds. And I'm definitely a nerd, actually. There we go. Then on top of that, you'll place 4 rows of light gray concrete. I swear this... Well, the number of 4 doesn't change, but the block does. Actually, it does change in one room. I think it's 5, and one specific room has the... Which is the basement, has the checkerboard pattern in the floor, so... And it's only 1 block. It's not 2 like the ball pit. Anyway, that'll be... kind of 2 rooms sort of done, I guess. I may direct your attention to the walls at this point in time. Maybe I won't, actually. Or at least the rest of the walls, yeah. We can I think segment this rather than doing, because I was thinking about just telling you to do everything at once, but that's, I would say that's no fun, but it's something. Get rid of your stone and get out clay. Where is clay? I always feel like it should be in nature, but it's not. It's in construction. And I guess get rid of your brown terracotta and get back out smooth sandstone. That'll be important later. Also, get rid of your block of quartz and get out end stone. That will also be important later. Yet again, like, it's... Okay, there it is. So, for every single room, you want to do an alternating floor pattern of smooth stone and clay in a checkerboard pattern. If I were you, I would absolutely not do all of this by hand. I would do 1 block in particular, which I'm going to pick as smooth stone, and then once you fill in your floor with said material, then you just do a slash fill command. Like, realistically, I mean, except for the fact that this is like that, you can pretty much fill, like, this whole area with 1 command once you have 1 block in. Don't get me wrong, it still sucks having to do all of the smooth stone, but it is what it is, I guess, you know, like... Also, side note, this is going to be like 2 straight time lapses, so get situated, because these are not the fun ones in particular. I would not describe any part of what we're doing right here as fun. But, yeah, after this it will just be basically the walls, but I'll kind of walk through it the way that you should, or at least how you should know. But anyway, I'm gonna spend like, I don't know, probably like 10 minutes on this, and I'll be back in less than that for you. Okay, you'll have this now, hopefully, or something similar to this, and now this is where it gets a little bit, well, not fun. We're gonna start with the one room that doesn't abide by the laws of what every other room abides by, which is particularly this room on the far right, the, basement. I wanted to call it Backstage, and then I wanted to say bathroom, and I realized neither of those were right. So I picked the correct third option, which is, basement. Anyway, so one thing before we place literally any other blocks. This little corner of where you have the smooth sandstone and the polished tuff, where they kind of stick out a block, you want to bring them each up with 5 end stone. You will notice on Freddy's as well, these pillars have a different style on top. It's not the bricks. It is technically not textured, but I wasn't about to use like sandstone or something, and I wanted to keep with the end stone brick color, so that's what I did. You then will bring the rest of the checkered pattern here on this walls up with 5 end stone bricks, and then again, don't forget the doorway thing, where it's going to be top 3 rows, I believe, this time. No, wait, that would technically stay the same. Heh, forgot about that. And then after this, it's where things actually get unfun. Like, look up unfun in the dictionary, you'll get what we're about to do next. Not really, you won't. It's really not any worse than the floor, I guess, if that makes you feel any better, although it's a lot more mindless. Even though checkerboard patterns are about as mindless as it gets, it's just another checkerboard pattern and then filling in blank walls, which I would say are both either as mindless or more mindless than checkerboard pattern, because, well, one of the options is the comparison. Anyway, we're gonna ignore the lime terracotta. We'll get to that in a little bit, just not right now. That's a not right now problem. So, one room I want to start with here, and it's the entrance. So, I just threw my gray concrete on my alt account. That's staying on the ceiling. So, when you do the checkerboard pattern, it's going to be smooth sandstone and polished tuff in a single row around all of your walls. I'm just gonna not put corners in, but how did I invert it again? What the hell? Anyway, this time, instead of doing the weird thing where this ends up being the same block as one of the two adjacent to it, it's not the case this time. Because there's 2, it doesn't work out that way. I think that was why. It was something with the asymmetry. I don't remember. And don't forget a portion like this to where you'll still have to end up doing that weird corner thing with the double polished tuff, just because of the walls sticking out another row. But yeah, you're just gonna go all the way around your walls with this smooth sandstone polished tuff pattern. And from that point, again, if you're at the main entrance, just make sure that these 2 like kind of corners that stick out are brought up with 4 end stone rather than end stone bricks, and then everything else is 4 end stone bricks. Make sure that yet again the top 3 rows connect. And really, the corners are up to you whether or not you want to do them. I don't think they're important, really. But I'll show you for the entrance what the deal is that's happening here. There shouldn't be any other corners as far as I'm aware. It was just this room and Backstage? Basement. I don't know. Again, I want to call it Backstage. I don't know why. I'm trying to think. Yes, as far as I'm aware, that should be it. So yeah, you'll have essentially something that looks like this. These walls are kind of ugly, just gonna be honest, but it's probably the closest I could get with color. I mean, I thought about even using sandstone, but I can not promise you because God knows what else I'll need to build, but you'll probably never catch me using end stone bricks again. Also, side note, these walls that are double layered here, where it's like front to back and it's double layered, I would just do this, like have it go straight behind and not change the block. It's really up to you whether or not you want to keep it consistent, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah, I'm gonna yet again suffer through a few minutes of this. It shouldn't be as long, probably, as the other area was, but, or the, I mean the, God, I'll get there, hold on. The floor was, but, yeah, yet again, I think slash fill is helpful. Okay, enough rambling from me. See you in a bit. So now you should have this from, oh my god, this point you want to clear inventory and get out. Cyan terracotta, lime terracotta, white terracotta, stone slabs, end stone brick slabs, stone blocks, and stone stairs. So first thing you want to do is you want to head into this very long room, and you want to find this row of lime terracotta, or I guess the two little rows of 4 like this. You'll take the, I guess, frontmost and backmost lime terracotta and replace them with a cyan terracotta. You can then bring that cyan terracotta up to the top of the wall, which should be up by 5. Now, on top of the lime from this point, you'll place a row of white terracotta that extends in by 1, so you'll just be left with a 1 block gap in the middle. You'll then bring each of those white terracottas up with 4 lime terracotta, like so. Then, making sure you are to the left of this, you will place 4 rows of stone slabs moving to the left from the bottom of this curtain. And I would also go inside of the kind of middle here, these 3 blocks underneath, like so. From this point, you want to take every room except for the ball pit room and security office, and you want to, and also actually the basement, and you want to go around the top of the wall with upside down end stone brick slabs, just like this. This will include the curtain as well. You will kind of pretend like the curtain is just a normal wall where you'll just go across right here, and then you will end up having to fill in this little gap in between the lime terracotta like that. But yeah, you're just gonna go around pretty much all of the rooms with these slabs. Again, just not the basement or the... I guess any of the rooms with a weird wall pattern going on. Any bit of a change. And yeah, I'm not gonna time-lapse this because this will take like not that long. And then after this, we can actually start doing, well, not quite. Yeah, we have to add the doors, and then we can start doing interior decorations, which is pretty much just a lot of tables and stuff. I feel like Freddy's might be worse than Jeff's. With the exception of the main party room, well, I don't know, actually. They're both pretty wild as far as what they have. We're probably going to end up doing the dining room weirdly. Also, in the lobby, don't, like, go around the pillars. Just make sure you just create that rectangular border. You don't want to kind of pop in at all. I don't think there's any other rooms that would apply to. I'm trying to think what is, like, which one is worse in general. Because, I mean, oh my god. I feel like Freddy's definitely has more posters and stuff. And more rooms, I guess. That's kind of always an important portion of which one is harder to make. How many rooms does it have? Anyway, it won't really look that different from an overhead. It'll just make the walls look really fat. But you should have this. For the doorways, in every 2x2, not 2x2, watch, 2x3 doorway, I would advise, if you have like 2 blocks here, just taking the either back more block or the right more block. And what you want to do, and this especially place a row of stone at the bottom. On top of it, you want a row of stone stairs that face towards each other. And then on top of that, you want a row of, or a set of upside down stone stairs that also face towards each other. And every 2x3 doorway will look like this. It has a very large window, and yeah. These were very not fun to design. Because obviously I wanted to incorporate like actual glass, and I was trying walls and stuff, but I guess, ooh, it's fine, whatever. I think I actually have it on the front half. Yeah, I do have it on the front half, but it doesn't matter. It's whatever you so choose, I guess. I only realized that because of the ball pit room, but anyway. Oh, I know why my brain went to this because of how I'm doing Oswald's house is like this, I think, because I am doing something weird with the doors and that, but yeah, this ended up being what I liked most for a door design. And then the 3-block door design, if you really know how to do it, you can just go for it. I think that's all of them, as far as the 2-block doorways. Or did I miss? Haha, I did miss this one. I knew it. You can't hide from me, door. Anyway, Sorry. The 2 3-block doorways, you can really do whatever you want with these. Have them pushed in, have them pushed out, have them in line with the wall, whatever. I have them, I believe, both flush. I have at least the front one flush. I think the back one might be out. But it's the same design as before, where the bottom is a row of stone. Stone up the middle. Set of stone stairs on the bottom half facing towards the middle. And then on top, a set of upside down stone stairs. I am actually going to push that back a block just because that is how I have it on. Or that's how I have pretty much the rest of the doorways in this tutorial. But as mentioned, you can do whatever. There's no right or wrong way to go about this. I guess there probably is a wrong way, technically. But anyway, you'll have this, and now we can officially start doing the fun old interior decorating. Now, we're just going to go room by room and do everything, and then we'll come back after for lighting. The reason I'm doing, at least for the most part, I think there's a couple rooms where walls or lights are in the walls, which means we can just build them. But I just would rather leave it open as we kind of maneuver around, because going through the doors like this every time is just not it. Anyway, if you are in the main entrance, the first thing you want to get out is deep slate tile slabs, oak trap doors, jungle slabs, red concrete, yellow terracotta. Here's a fun one. Trial spawners. If you are in, like, some other mode, just use iron bars for these. Or I guess if you're in survival, or rather, if you are not able to access these for whatever reason. We'll worry about all of them later, I think, at once, though, as well. As in, a little minor detail. Bamboo slabs, red terracotta, and we'll go... Let's get the, spruce stairs out of the way. Why not? So we're actually going to start with the spruce stairs because I feel like it. Come to the front left-hand corner of this room, which, as mentioned, will be this corner. We're going based on the game's perspective, which is from the front. Little Nightmares 2 style. From this, you will count right by 2, and going right, you will place 3 spruce stairs facing towards the back. You'll then leave a gap of 5, so count to the 6th over, and place another spruce stair facing back. Then... leave a 1 gap again and place another spruce stair facing back, and there you go. Head to the back left-hand corner where you will be just to the right of this pillar here. You will place 3 oak trap doors on top of each other, opened up against the right half of whatever this block is. For me, it's a clay. Just keep that in mind. If I try to say clay, I mean, I'll try to not base it off the floor material, but if I say clay, it might be a smooth stone for you. Just keep in mind. But again, I'll try not to use that. Take the bottom oak trap door and bring it right with 3 deep slate tile blocks, and then another oak trap door opened up against the side. And actually, you can just bring it up with 2. So you have kind of a symmetrical thing? Yeah, sure. Behind this last oak trap door, you will break this end stone brick and also the one to the left and replace them with a couple of trial spawners. I may or may not have forgotten to black this out, so either black it out. Later, it ends up being tough bricks on Freddy's, so I think some of them still have tough bricks actually here. And I ended up putting below them polished basalt sideways, but that is optional. Anyway, back to the weird thing, which is just a U right now. You'll take the side deep slate tile blocks and bring them up with 2 oak trap doors each that are kind of on the inner half of those blocks, like this. In between the bottom 2 oak trap doors, you want an upside down jungle slab. Cap off this whole thing with some deep slate tile slabs like so. This is the not vending machine. I think it's like a little, one of those like mini freezer things. And it has drinks. That's all I know. You will then break the end stone bricks behind each of these deep slate tile slabs and then the 2 above. Okay, really? Now I gotta like fix that. Like I'm getting mad like it's not my cause. Anyway. You'll fill in the right 2 rows of this gap with red concrete and the leftmost row with yellow terracotta. I don't remember what this poster is. It's there, though. Oh, I forgot about this. Haha, this is a little bit of an issue, kind of. You want to take the end stone bricks above the doorway, this 3-block doorway here at the back, and break each one and replace them with a red terracotta. This is kind of the problem that is visible, but it's whatever, I guess. Place bamboo slabs off of the red terracotta directly, and then you'll go, I guess, kind of up diagonally out from each side with an upside down bamboo slab like this. Above the red terracotta, these 3 end stone bricks, you'll place bamboo slabs. Clear your inventory. And get out oak signs, spruce trapdoors, waxed exposed copper. The counter is just disgusting. I honestly don't think Jeff has ever cleaned this thing, let's be real. Spruce signs, not muddy, just normal mangrove roots. Item frame, a clock, and we'll go with lime concrete and red concrete. And then after that, we'll need one, like, small set of materials. I need to not forget there's a potted plant in the back left and also a cauldron in the front left. In case I do forget, there you go. To the right of the door here on the back of the room, you will find the second block over in the checkerboard pattern. For me, this is a smooth sandstone. You will break it and the 2 blocks above it. And then you'll break right of this a full row, except for the top block you'll leave open. The then top block in each of these 2 rows can be a red concrete, and the rest can be lime concrete. From the, I guess, right half of this, you'll trace it down and come out of the wall by a block and place going forward 3 waxed exposed copper. You'll then bring it right by also 3. You will take the middle of each of these rows, the row of 3 and the row of 4, and off of the copper you'll place a couple of spruce signs. It'll be 2 off the front and 1 off the left, because that's how centering, I guess, works in this situation. Again, like, Jeff, please, just grab, like, a damp towel or something and just scrub this thing. It needs it. On the rightmost 2 blocks at the front here, you'll just place a couple of mangrove roots. This is also in Freddy's, I noticed. It's, like, a little tray. I'm assuming it has cookies or something. I don't know. God knows Jeff probably hasn't cleaned that either since Freddy's. From, I guess, the side of this, you'll kind of count up diagonally back and place an item frame on the wall with a clock in it. You can see it's basically just a block away from the top of the doorway as well. Oh yeah, let's not forget the other thing. In line with the edge of the wall that is, or I guess the row of the wall directly right of this 3-block doorway at the back, you'll place a spruce trap door opened up against the front half of whatever your block is there. In front of it, place an oak sign facing left to right. It doesn't, I guess, matter. They're a little bit different, but are they? No, they might be the same. I don't know. I feel like the back looks darker. Maybe I'm delusional. And then you'll place another spruce trap door in front of it and open up against it. This is like the sign that is the menu. I just tried. That's really all I'm gonna say. Clear your inventory. Get out. White concrete powder. What is it? It's an ancient or decorated pot. Spruce leaves. A cauldron. Painting. Dark oak planks, an oak button, flower pot, and a fern. And that will actually finish this room, which is pretty perfect. Again, other than the ceiling. But Jeff's is a little more basic than Freddy's. Freddy's is actually something going on up there. Anyway, before I forget, at the front left here, sorry, back left, where you have this pillar again, off the front of it, you'll place a decorated pot off the base. On top of that, 2 spruce leaves. Just on the other side of the doorway here on the left side, you'll place a cauldron on this first end stone brick available. Directing our attention back to the right, I just didn't want to forget that, you want to, in this corner, break a 2x3 of the wall. That it should be directly next to this lime and red poster. Like that. Fill it with white concrete powder. I think this is a poster, something, it's something faded, I don't remember what. Or maybe it's the menu again. I don't remember. Things. Anyway, in the front right-hand corner, you'll place a row of 3 dark oak planks just beside the spruce stair, which should connect to the wall. On top of the leftmost dark oak plank, you want an oak button. And on top of the middle one, you want a flower pot with a fern in it. On the right wall, you'll count to the polished tuff just behind, or I guess the next block back from this wall, so I guess the middle of this row of 3, and you'll place a 2x2 painting here. I have it as the angel-looking person on the stage. That one. This is it's some sort of festival fair, I think it's county fair poster, that Oswald comments is 3 years old. Anyway, there's one room done. So now on to the long room here, the dining area, or I guess main dining area? I don't know what you would call this thing. The materials we're needing to start off in this room, though, are polished basalt, spruce stairs, red wool, white wool, decorated pots. I remembered the name for once. Spruce leaves, spruce slabs, paintings, and I guess item frames. So we're going to start from the back left-hand corner of this room, which would be this block, and from it you want to count right by 10. And from this block, you want to go right and place 5 polished basalt, all facing upwards, just up against the back wall. From the second and fourth polished basalt, you'll place a couple of spruce stairs facing forward from them. We'll kind of touch up on these later. We're just going to place all the stairs, and then we'll just kind of pull all the way forward. From the rightmost stair, you'll leave a one block gap moving right and place a decorated pot. Then leave a 2 block gap moving right, place spruce stair, 1 block gap, spruce stair, 1 block gap, decorated pot, 2 block gap, spruce stair, 1 block gap, spruce stair. Behind these end 2 spruce stairs, you'll place polished basalt, and then you'll connect it together and also bring it left and right by 1 each. Now, skipping to the other side of this doorway here, you're going to count to the 5th end stone brick over. So first is this one, second, third, fourth, fifth. Then count out to this second block here on the floor, which for me is a clay. You will place a spruce stair. And then leave a 1 block gap moving right and place a spruce stair. And then you will count right by what should be 7. And then, which will also put you 1 further to the right than the kitchen door, I believe it is. And you'll place a decorated pot, 1 block gap, spruce stair, 1 block gap, spruce stair, 2 block gap, spruce stair, 1 block gap, spruce stair, and then again you'll do the same thing. We're behind each of these, and 4 this time you'll place polished basalt, connect all of them together, and then bring them to the left and right by 1 each. Then off the furthest right polished basalt, you can go forward diagonally to the right and place a decorated pot. That's all of the positions for the tables. Now, you want to, essentially, each table is a 3x2 of blocks. So we're going to come to the far left here just because I said so. And from, let's say, this first stair, you'll go forward and place a red wool and then a white wool. And you'll place 2 rows to the right of that each get inverted from the previous row. So the next will be white on the back, red on the front, and the next will be red on the back, white on the front. I'm going to just explain all of this because it's fairly simple. You will then place the same set of spruce stairs on the front of, I guess, what will be white wool here, and they will face back. From also each of these tables, you'll leave a 2 block gap moving forward and do the exact same thing. Just like this. Every table lines up perfectly like this, I believe. Let me just confirm real quick. Because God forbid I don't double check and it's wrong. Okay, yeah, we're good. And yeah, you want to do this with each of the things. Fairly simple. This is like the majority of this room. Just kind of placing things. We'll get to the decorated pots in a minute. I just want to get the other ones placed in first, I guess. Because there's more. But they're also not lined up perfectly. They're a little bit weirder. Anything worth noting? No, not really. At this point in time, Oswald's house is now finished as well, so you'll get the basically, I guess, the 3 main areas of the game in a short span of time, hopefully. Okay, really? That's definitely what I meant to do. So, yeah, get ready for that. And then I don't know after that, actually. It'll be school next for sure after Oswald's house, or after Freddy's, whichever ends up being next after this. Or whatever doesn't end up being next, I guess. So you'll have this right now. So from the first 2 tables here on the left, on the front set of them, you want to, from the front half of the tablecloth section, you will kind of count to the right by 2 and place a decorated pot. Like so. From the 4th table, so skip this 3rd one and come to the 4th, you'll do the same thing, except go to the left instead. And then between the final 2, you'll have a decorated pot, still in line with the front half. It just is up against this table to the left here. So you can see where that is placed, and you can see where all of the decorated pots are placed, actually. Each decorated pot can have 2 spruce leaves placed on top of it. Again, this is one of those things where you have to crouch place. I wonder if you could just, like, spam fill the decorated pot and then place the leaf on top of it once it's full. I don't know how that works. Actually, I would assume that it would empty it. I don't know. I've literally never played with the decorated pots other than for, ironically, decoration. So, there you go. I think I got them all. Yeah, gotta catch them all, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure as hell not doing a good job if that's my goal. Anyway, you want to take the first 2 sets of polished basalt. These rows of 5 here. And you want to count up to the second row of end brick above the checkerboard pattern along the wall, and you'll place a row of upside down spruce slabs here that is just the length of that polished basalt. Should be 5, like that. If you slowly head to the right, this first doorway, you will, from, I guess, the same row of end stone brick, you will count right by 2 to this block, and then place moving right, 9 upside down spruce slabs. And then you will head to the other polished basalt, or I guess just skip over this area. And from the first polished basalt, you will count right by 2. And then place, I believe, 7 upside down spruce slabs? Yes. And you should end 1 short of the right side, which is just fine. Item frames and paintings. Before we do anything else, I'm going to tell you to get rid of your spruce slabs and get out glow item frames. We also need a banner, but we need to do something with the banner first, so we're just going to wait until later. Head back to the far left. There are no paintings on these side walls, just for clarification, I guess. But you want to head to the bottom left-hand end stone brick on this back wall, which is this one. From it, you will count up by 3 and right by 1 and place an item frame. Then go up diagonally right 1, down diagonally right 1, and then down with a glow item frame. These mainly are for, it's like, I think the frame of the painting is different, but it's they're blank paintings. There's nothing really going on. Heading to the first set of polished basalt, you will take the middle 3 polished basalt and place 1 by 2 paintings over each of them. Of course, you would have to do that to me. I recommend making them all different. I just made it completely backwards from what I originally did. That's impressive. Anyway, above this row of spruce slabs, you will take, excluding the furthest right, the rightmost 2, again, except for that, and place item frames above them. You will then head a little bit more to the right to this kind of isolated-ish table. I guess they're all about the same spacing. This middle of these set of 3. And you want a 2 by 4 behind it. So I'm going to place a spruce leaf there. And you will want to place the painting from the... It's a polished tuff for me. It's on the checkerboard pattern and it's just above the left stair. And I have it as the, like, weird museum-looking thing. What is that? Like, it looks like a museum. I saw all of these in actual, like, painting form, but I still don't know what any of them are. Next set of polished basalt. Above the leftmost polished basalt, you want an item frame. One block gap moving right, and then you'll place 2 item frames on top of each other. And then right of that, you want a 1 by... Oh my god, not again. You want a... Really? A 1 by 2 painting like that. Continuing to head right, you will pass to the other side of this door and count to the 4th block over, and you'll place a 1 by 2 here. You'll then leave a 3 block gap from that and place 2 item frames yet again on top of one another. And ironically, in the middle of this 3 block gap, you will count up to above this shelf here and place an item frame. The next set of polished basalt is almost symmetrical. Unfortunately, symmetrical it is not, because it has a 2 block center in the spacing, and the thing that is quote-unquote symmetrical only has a 1 block. But anyway, you want to count over to the 4th polished basalt from the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and place a 1 by 2 painting above that. Right of it, you'll place a set of item frames that are on top of each other. Then leave a 1 block gap. Do the same, and then place another 1 by 2 painting right of that. This gap of 2 here in the middle, you'll again trace it up and place an item frame on the, or above the shelf. You can then kind of move to the right until you are 1 block further than the door into the ball pit room, and you'll place 2 item frames on top of each other there as well. For that banner pattern, you want to clear your inventory, and we're just going to focus on this for now. You want to get out a loom. Where is the loom anyway? I always like... I don't even know. You need a white banner and a singular gray die. Place your loom on the floor. Put in your white banner and your gray die, and you just want the border pattern. Which will give you this. Now from this point, you want to place it right of this last set of 2 item frames we placed. In the very center of this little thing above the polished basalt. Left of this next set of item frames on top of each other. Left of the next set as well. And then you will have one below the item frame at the top here on the far left. Right there. And I believe that's all you will ever need this for, because this design does not come back. However, now it's time to start focusing on the rest of the stuff in this room, which is mainly the shelves, actually, but a little bit more than that. Clear your inventory and get out dark oak planks, a Steve head, or just in the game referred to as a head, sea pickles, yellow candle, green candle, deep slate tiles, dark oak trapdoors, iron trapdoors, and a stone stair. Of course, we're 1 material short from finishing this little area. So if you were in the back left-hand corner of this room, you will count right by 1, and going right, you will place 4 dark oak planks. You will break into the wall of the row above that and place dark oak planks in it. And then going left to right on top of this front row, you will place a Steve head facing backwards, a sea pickle, a yellow candle, and a green candle. Then right of this whole thing, you leave a 1 block gap and place a deep slate tile block with an iron trapdoor on top. I believe this is a trash can, but I don't remember exactly. Left and right of the deep slate tile block and also the iron trapdoor, you will place dark oak trapdoors opened up against it. Then, really, right of this, I guess the closest block you can place, you'll place a stone stair. On top of it, you want a tinted glass, which you can just get rid of the stone stair quickly for and get that out. And then clear your inventory. The reason I did the tinted glass now is because I want to make sure we actually have everything we need to do this shelving. Because there's a good chance we don't have... Good chance we'll need that 9 slot. Get out, now. Nether brick walls. A skeleton skull, flower pot, fern, smooth quartz stairs, and we'll go Wow, we have plenty. Deep slate tile stairs. Deep slate tile slabs, which will also be used for blocks, because I said so. And, oh, this is where it gets awkward, isn't it? Yeah, it definitely is. We'll get out ochre frog lights and verdant frog lights. So, let me hit back to the correct side on my alt account. You want to, on this leftmost shelf here, these two spruce slabs on the left, you'll place nether brick walls on top of. I forget what these are. They're like boxes or something. I don't remember. The next shelf over, which is actually completely blank, we're going to change that. You're going to place going left to right, two nether brick walls, a flower pot with a fern in it, and then a skeleton skull, which I have facing pretty much the back wall, except it is a little bit diagonally to the left or right. It's like that. Just at a little bit of an angle. Quickly taking an intermission from the shelves, above this door here, you will place a set of upside-down smooth core stairs facing into each other. On top of that, you'll place a regular set of smooth core stairs also facing into each other. These are speakers, if, again, I'm correct. Anyway, this next shelf, you'll go left to right and place two nether brick walls, one block gap, flower pot with a fern in it, and then you will end up leaving a, I guess, 2 block gap from that, or a 1 block gap from the item frame. You'll have a skeleton skull. Same thing, basically facing back, but there's a little bit of an angle to it. And then right of that, you want 2 nether brick walls. Quickly, so I don't forget, get rid of your, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, smooth core stairs and get out warp signs. And you will place a couple of warp signs above this next door here. I didn't put anything on the signs because I'm lazy and don't feel like figuring out the spacing for it, but yeah, it says employees only. Next shelf, we're actually going to kind of start from the item frame in the middle. Both going left and right of it, you'll place a flower pot with a fern in it, and then outside of that, you'll place 2 nether brick walls. This is where things get a little bit more complicated just because of the fact that this is kind of not in the middle of the room, but it's in a weird spot. So if you are in the back right hand corner, you want to be in line with the end stone brick slabs here on the ceiling. Left a block from the corner, you will place a deep slate tile stair facing to the left. You will need a placeholder for that, which I just placed in the corner. Going left of that, you will place a deep slate tile slab, deep slate tile block, deep slate tile slab, and then a deep slate tile stair facing back to the right. Underneath the leftmost slab, you want an ochre frog light. Underneath the deep slate tile block in the middle, you want a verdant frog light. And then from this point, you can clear your inventory and get out pearlescent frog light, dark oak trapdoors, and polished black stone stairs. And you will place right of that verdant frog light a pearlescent frog light. Off the back side of each of these, you will place upside down polished black stone stairs facing into the wall. And then you will kind of surround the left, right, and bottom of these frog lights with dark oak trapdoors. Funnily enough, this spotlight is still there from Freddy's. I'm not really sure why, but I don't think they're on, if I can recall, but I ended up, I think, leaving them on to keep the colors. Or because I forgot, one of the two. But I'm going to pretend like it was intentional, because obviously it was. I don't know what you mean. Anyway, next room. Just keep heading to the right. We're going to do backstage and then basement, and then we're going to go probably pit room and go left, and then just do... We're going to do like a squiggly line, basically. So, for this room, you can start with a fresh inventory and get out stone slabs, verdant frog lights, heavy core. Get used to this one. You're going to see this a lot in Freddy's. Mangrove slabs, dark oak trapdoors, bamboo stairs, bamboo trapdoors. My night vision's wearing away. It's unfortunate. We'll go warp slabs and I guess iron bars. Actually, never mind. I do need to give myself, hold up. I need to be able to see what I'm building, or what I need to be building. Anyway, head to the frick, back left-hand corner of this room, and from this block you will count right by 2 and up by 1, and going right you will place 5 stone slabs. Place 2 additional roseate stone slabs on top of that. And then you will leave a 3-block gap moving right from that and do the exact same thing. So it's evenly spaced. Which also is in Freddy's. You're going to hear me mention Freddy's a lot, by the way, in case I haven't been doing it enough yet. Oh, that's what that... I was like, what is that? I got there, though, don't worry. Come back to the left side of the left shelf, and you'll count out from the wall along the floor by a block and place a heavy core right there. The sound they make is so weird. Anyway, from that you will count right by 4, or alternatively leave a 3-block gap moving right and place a mangrove slab. Right of that, a dark oak trapdoor. Forward diagonally to the right, another one. From that dark oak trapdoor, you will count right by 3 and back by 1 and place a bamboo stair facing right. Right of it, a bamboo stair facing left. You'll then, probably using some weird precarious manners, you want to place bamboo trapdoors on the, I guess, sides of the stairs and open them up against them like this. You'll probably recognize that, maybe actually not, I don't know if, no, you're probably not far enough, but you will recognize this eventually, you'll see it again. Not in this build, but in something else. If you take where the stairs are, you'll trace it to the right wall and break the floor, and also one to the left, and place warped planks. On top of the warped plank along the wall, you'll place 3 iron bars moving up. I'm pretty sure this is a mop or like something. I don't know, it just kind of clicked like recent or now when I was building this that I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Anyway, there's I think 2 other things we can do, yes. So, on the back wall, in line with the, or I guess where the end stone brick slabs are, you will break the middle 3 ones and replace them with verdant frog lights. It will just be the area between the 2 shelves. That's the 3 blocks. Anyway, then what you want to do is you want to come to the stone slab from the show stage, or the furthest left one at least. Sorry, furthest right one, god. From it, you will count right by 5 and place a bamboo stair facing right on top. On top of that, you want a bamboo stair facing left, and then also right of the original stair, you want another bamboo stair facing left. Yet again, place on the sides of these stairs bamboo trapdoors, making sure you include this top one. But the difference here is you also want another bamboo trapdoor off of the left side, or I guess what is technically the front of this top stair. This is the thing Oswald comments on him never seeing Jeff use it ever. In case anybody was curious about that. Ignoring the fact we do need like 2 of the materials we have in our inventory, they're kind of in weird areas. So you can just clear your inventory and get out cobwebs, stone stairs, stone slabs, wither skeleton skulls, a beehive, smooth quartz blocks, mangrove stairs, dark oak trapdoors, and why did I decide to use, you know what, never mind, that's polished deep set walls, I guess. So, oh yeah, that's still broken also. Not really sure what's going on there, but come to the top right hand corner of the build, and right here you want to place a cobweb just kind of outside the end stone brick slabs, or I guess inside. You'll bring it left and also forward by 2, and then you'll place another one kind of in this corner gap to create this weird diagonal shape. How can I show you this with cobwebs? If I show you from above, they just vanish out of existence. There we go, that's better. You'll then, in the actual corner of the room from this upside down slab, you'll go down with 2 cobwebs, and then you'll take that top one and bring it left and also forward by 1 as well. The slabs make this complicated, but we get there nonetheless. Front right-hand corner, you will count down to the 3rd end stone brick, which is the 2nd fully visible one, so 1, 2, 3, and place 2 cobwebs moving down. From the bottom one, you'll do the same thing. You'll go, but this time it's back and also left, like this, so you have a little bit of a corner shape. That won't be important quite yet, but I still don't know what's happening with that texture. Like, How do you manage to rotate an entire texture that you shouldn't even be messing with? I don't get it. Anyway, front left-hand corner now. You want to place an upside-down stone stair in this corner facing to the right. Aw. Oh, yeah. Then you'll go, well, right from this with 2 upside-down stone slabs, and then an upside-down stone stair facing back to the left. In these 2 corner blocks, you'll place a couple of wither skeleton skulls facing towards the front. I think these are, like, boxes or something. I don't know. There's a ton of, like, little tiny box shapes that are just scattered everywhere in all builds, actually. I don't know what they are, but they're there. So I just kind of represent them from various sizing things, like these conduits, heavy core, flower pots, things like that. From this upside-down stone stair here on the right, you'll go back diagonally right with a beehive, and then forward diagonally to the right with the smooth quartz. From that, count right by 1, and then go back diagonally right with a mangrove stair facing right. Right of that, dark oak trapdoor. Then count right by 2 and place a mangrove stair facing forward, and then on top of it, a dark oak trapdoor opened up. Both in front of and also to the right of this mangrove stair, you'll place polished deep slate walls. You can then clear your inventory and get out. Deep slate tile walls, or a singular one. Composters. Cyan terracotta. Decorated pot. White concrete. Polished andesite, and stone blocks. I think that's everything. I hope. In between these 2 polished deep slate walls, you want a deep slate tile wall. Right of both of these walls, actually, you'll place a composter with an additional composter on top. There's nothing you have to crouch place for. Then right of each of those composters, you'll just place cyan terracotta until you ram into the wall full force. Just to the side of this cobweb here, you'll place a decorated pot with a white concrete on top. Also, don't remember what this is, but it's here, and I made it like that for whatever reason. There's a little bit of damage on the, not damage, I think actually, well, it's like stains and stuff on the floor that I added in this room, unlike other rooms, which I'm not going to make a comment on. From this beehive, you will count right by 1 and break the floor. You'll then break another one back diagonally left. And from this block, you will break both backward and also left from the same block, which will give you this shape. I don't really know what it is, but I feel like it gets brought up a lot for some reason. From the back block you broke, you will count right by 2, back by 1, break a block. Then count right by 5 and break 2. Break back 1, right 2, and then behind these right 2 most, you'll break back an additional block. Where each clay block was that you broke, you will place a stone. Where each smooth stone that you placed was, or broke was, you will place a polished andesite. And it will give you this. And there you go. There's 3 rooms down. It's time for the basement. So head to the right a room, and what you want to do after you've cleared your inventory is get out. Dark oak trapdoors, spruce slabs, smooth quartz blocks, cauldrons, diorite walls, monster spawners, trial spawners, maybe something to back them, but I'm not going to fully worry about that, actually. Smooth quartz slabs and smooth quartz stairs. So we're going to start with the 4 trial spawners that need to be placed in this room. If you are on the first row of end stone brick of the walls, you want to be on this furthest left one. From it, you will count right by 4, and break this end stone brick and also 1 to the right. And you'll place a couple of trial spawners. Heading all the way to the far right, you will break these end 2 blocks that are on the actual back, or furthest back row of the wall, and you'll place trial spawners there as well. Again, you may want to back these with black concrete or something. Probably advised. Especially because this room goes further out than any other room. So, anyway, back to actual business. Head to the front back left-hand corner. Good lord, I'm gonna keep doing that, aren't I? And you want to place in the corner going up 5 dark oak trapdoors that open to the right. Did I forget the end stone? Oh, never mind. They're not even in this room. Hey. Then from that, you'll place another row of dark oak trapdoors in front of that. That's the same height. So I'm gonna mark out the shelves, and I'll tell you how long they are after that. You want to take the bottom dark oak trapdoor and place an upside-down spruce slab right of it. You'll then take the third one up and place a regular spruce slab right of it. And then you'll take the fourth one up and place an upside-down spruce slab right of it. So essentially, each shelf has a 1-block gap between each other, and then there's also a block gap at the top, but only half a block at the bottom. You can then bring each of those slabs right by 4, and also forward a row. And then you can place your dark oak trapdoors here on the right. On the bottom shelf in the back left-hand corner, you want a diorite wall. From it, you will count right, or leave a 1-block gap moving right, so I guess count right by 2, and place 2 monster spawners going right. This is a cage or something? I don't actually remember. Back left-hand corner, on the top shelf, now you'll place a smooth quartz block. From it, count right by 3, and place a cauldron. From the bottom of this shelf, you will count right and place 2 smooth quartz blocks on the floor moving forward. From the back one, you will place an additional smooth quartz block on top, and then an upside-down smooth quartz stair on top of that. From the front, you just want a regular smooth quartz slab in front. The inventory management gremlin inside of me has returned, so let's feed it, shall we? Front left-hand corner, you want to count right from this block by 3, and place moving right 3 smooth quartz blocks. Bring each one also back by 1. That's pretty much it, just a 1 material. Clear your inventory and get out cobbled deep slate slabs, which we will also use for blocks, I guess. Stone stairs. Stone slabs, which also will be used for blocks. Dark oak trapdoors. Sorry, dark oak slabs, not trapdoors. I was looking at the next material, which is iron trapdoor. Spruce stair. Beehives. A chest. And I guess oak planks. So, right of this weird smooth quartz thing, smooth quartz shape we made, which I believe is just a covered arcade machine, you will place 2 cobbled deep slate blocks right of actually each of the bottom smooth quartz blocks. On top of the back ones, you'll place a couple of cobbled deep slate slabs. This is one of those tables that are in the arcade. You'll see them in Freddy's more so, but they're like, they line the front wall pretty much in Freddy's, and they look like almost air hockey or something. I don't know. Take each of these cobbled deep slate stairs and place an upside-down stone stair facing right to the, well, right of them. And then place 2 upside-down stone slabs and then an upside-down stone stair facing back to the left. On top of this front left stair, you want a dark oak slab. Right of it, an iron trap door. And then if you kind of count towards you from that iron trap door, I guess forward by 1, you'll place a spruce stair facing back. In the then back right-hand corner of the room, which is, again, on the actual flat portion of the wall, where we're just ignoring this little pillar, we're up against it at least, you're going to place 2 beehives moving up. It will cover half of that little vent right there, which is correct. On the right wall now, you will count, if you're in the not so, you're in the more so right backhand corner, you will count forward by 4, and place just a double chest going forward from that faces to the left. Above that, you'll leave a 1 block gap and break 2 end stone bricks above each half of the chest, so you'll break a 2x2. And you'll break 2 additional rows moving forward and fill that space with oak planks. From the front right-hand corner, you will place on top of each other 2 upside-down stone stairs facing to the left, which will then be brought left with 2 upside-down stone slabs, and then another set of upside-down stone stairs facing back to the right. Side note, I think there's a window here. And I think this because on night 5 in Freddy's, you can see there's light shining through onto the man that's standing right here. So, I believe there is, but I didn't add it because I just didn't know where it was. Because it felt like it was coming from higher, but also I was like, maybe it's on the floor? I don't know. It was weird. Or maybe I'm making excuses, or maybe both. Come to the front left-hand corner now, and you want to place an upside-down stone stair facing back. Behind it, you want an upside-down stone slab, and then another upside-down stone stair facing back forward. You'll then, right of this, place a row of upside-down stone slabs, and then you will, right of that, copy the original row with the upside-down stairs. Just a little table. Nothing crazy. Head back to the right side, though, because, again, the inventory management gremlin is going crazy. And you want to be on this floor block directly to the left of the shelving over here. From it, you will count left by 2 and place an upside-down spruce stair facing left. Back diagonally left of it, you'll place an upside-down spruce stair facing right. It's a bench or something? I don't know what it is, but it's here. Clear your inventory for perhaps the last time and get out a decorated pot, flower pot, skeleton skull, red terracotta, mangrove stairs, oh god, dark oak trapdoors, mud brick walls, granite slabs, and cobwebs. And that actually will finish the room, I believe, unless I'm missing something catastrophic. Let's start from the front right-hand corner and just work along the front to start. So, on top of this stone stair here, you will place, I believe it's a flower pot. Yes, a flower pot. Left of that, a skeleton skull facing back. And then you'll just skip these 2 blocks, and just to the left of this shelving, you'll place a row of 2 red terracotta on top of each other. Continuing left, you will count to the 3rd block left of this upside-down spruce stair, so 1, 2, 3, and place a mangrove stair facing back, with a dark oak trapdoor behind it. Left of this mangrove stair, you'll place another mangrove stair facing forward this time, with a dark oak trapdoor on top of it that's opened up to the back half of that stair. In the very front left-hand corner of the entire room on top of this table, sure, you want a decorated pot. It's just that boring, I guess. So, head to the back left-hand corner along the top row of end stone brick, and from this block you will count forward by 2 and place a granite slab. Place an upside-down granite slab below it, and from the right side up granite slab, you want to place, moving right, 15 more granite slabs. And then you will connect it into the front wall. And then make this end one a block, just for fun. Funnily enough, this pipe is leaking in Freddy's, but apparently Jeff fixed it. Or they fixed it after, Oswald, was there. Anyway, from the, again, not really back right-hand corner, but right backhand corner, you want to count from this block in the floor forward by 2, and just going top to bottom along the wall, you'll place a row of mud brick walls. In front of the top 2 mud brick walls, you'll place a couple of cobwebs, and from the top one, you will go forward 1, left 1, back 1, and then left 1. And then along the back wall, you really want 2 random cobwebs. They're placed above the left half of this cobbled deep slate thing, again at the top of the wall, and then above where the iron trapdoor is situated, again just up against the end stone brick still. And that should be the room finished, yes. Which means we're, by that logic, a third of the way done, but realistically we're probably more like halfway there. Or a little under halfway there, because, yeah, these rooms are the large rooms. We're gonna do, the name of the game next, Into the Pit. So, head into this room here, the very, I think, standing out room, where it has a green floor and, I mean, still gray walls, but that beside the point is. So, what you want to do is, we're going to start with the ball pit itself, I guess, because that seems like a logical point to start. You want to get out orange terracotta, warped fence, bamboo fence gates, ladders, a set of various kind of wood slabs. So the ones that I used are crimson, mangrove, bamboo, and acacia, and that's actually all we can get out. So, head to the back right-hand corner of this entire room, and going forward from this, you want to place 4 orange terracotta on the floor. In front of that, you want a warped fence, which you will then bring to the left with 5 orange terracotta. Left of that, another warped fence, and then you can go back with 4 orange terracotta. Copy that row one more time. It is, in fact, not a perfect square, unfortunately, but that's the way she goes, I guess. And then you will take each of the warped fence and bring them up to the ceiling, which is just basically up by 4, since we don't have a ceiling. Brings them up to height limit instead. You'll then take that top warped fence and bring it back by 4 on both sides, and then connect that end one down to the orange terracotta. On the left and the right, you will fill in these gaps with bamboo fence gates. This is going to be another one of those crouch place situations, at least on the one side. You can just place it off the wall here, but it'll give you this. Along the back, however, the bottom 3 rows are full bamboo fence gate rows. And then the top row is only the left and the right one. The middle 3 are not there. It's just sagging a little bit. Before we actually cross this off, let's do the kind of middle here. So you want to use these 4 slabs that I mentioned and just kind of use a combination of them to create a ball pattern-ish thing. I ended up going with 2 different kind of layers. I went with an upside-down slab layer here. I'm actually going to make it as I made it originally, but I'm not going to give you the guide for it. And then I have just a normal row of slabs, essentially a half a block below the other point. But if you want specifically what I have, I'll show you in a minute here. Well, less than a minute, but you get the point, I guess. That's what I have. It's also the same on Freddy's, I think exactly the same. Anyway, then now we can cross this off. So you will take not the row of warp fence directly above the orange terracotta, but one more row up and place a row of bamboo fence blocking it off. From this point, you want to, not in the center, but one row right of the center orange terracotta row, you'll place a couple of ladders. And also, while we are here and while we have the materials, come to the front right-hand corner of this room and you want to count back by 1. Place 2 crimson planks on top of each other. And then left of the top block, you want a bamboo slab. Below that, an upside-down bamboo slab, and then left of that, you'll place just another normal bamboo slab. Off the back of the crimson planks, you can place ladders. Clear your inventory and get out a hanging birch sign. Birch hanging sign, close enough. Glowing sack. Red dye. Bamboo trapdoors. cauldrons, purple concrete, red concrete, a beehive, and I guess we'll go top snow. So, first off, just to finish off the ball pit, you will take this middle bamboo fence and hanging down below it, you'll place a birch hanging sign and then go down a singular line. On this line, you will type do not with only a capital D, down another line, use with a capital U. And then you will right click once with a glowing sack and once with a white dye, and there you go. You can make this if you would like where it's kind of ripped up, because this is really only like this in day one. But I don't know, I just kind of did it anyway. Head to the ladders on the slide here, and behind the, I guess, bottom ladder on the first block you'll place a cauldron. Behind that, a purple concrete. And then also off each of the normal bamboo slabs, you'll place a bamboo trapdoor opened up against it on both the front and back. Whee! I wish you could ride this slide in the game, or slide down it, I mean. It's technically not a ride, but you know what I mean. Anyway, left of this bamboo slab, you'll leave it one block up and place a cauldron. Then count left by 4 and back by 1 and place another cauldron. Then count left by 3 and place a red concrete. And then you will head to the back right-hand corner of the room, at least where you're up against the ball pit, and you'll place a cauldron. Count left from it by 3 and place a beehive with a top snow in front. From this point, you can clear your inventory and get out. Green carpet. Cyan terracotta. Blue concrete. Light gray concrete. Andesite slabs. A sea pickle. I don't actually know why that's there. I don't know what it symbolizes. Where are the frick are sea pickles? There they are. Cobbled deep slate blocks. And I guess we just have to bite the bullet on this one now. Spruce stairs and spruce slabs. We still need trapdoors for that, which is why I didn't want to do it, but we really have nothing else that we can do, so. From the top snow that is in front of the beehive, you want to count left by 2 and place a green carpet. From it, place another green carpet forward diagonally to the left. In the back left-hand corner, you want to count right by 1 and place a cyan terracotta. In front of it, a blue concrete, and to the left of it, a light gray concrete. On top of this light gray, you want an andesite slab, and behind that, you want an andesite block. From this light gray concrete, you will count forward by 2 and place a spruce plank. And then count forward by 2 from that and place a sea pickle. You'll then head to the door, and if you're on this first green terracotta here, you will count back by 3 and break this green terracotta and also the one behind it and replace them with cobbled deep slate. Forget what this is, but it's there. It's all I remember. From the red concrete, you'll place a spruce stair forward diagonally to the right by 1 that faces to the left. Right of it, you want an upside-down stair facing right, and then on top of that, you want a spruce slab. Then just get rid of one thing and get out your spruce trap door and open it up against the original stair that you placed like this. I want to say this is one of those like rocking horses, but I don't particularly remember. I believe that's what it's supposed to be. Clear your inventory and get out. Crimson buttons. Mangrove buttons. Bamboo buttons. And acacia buttons. And similarly to as how you did in the ball pit, you want to just place a various kind of mess of these on the floor, just across really the like main area of the room. These actually have collision, which I kind of didn't. I mean, I guess I noticed it, but I didn't process it until later. That, you know, you can actually run into them and stuff, which is kind of cool. So really there's no set way to do this. I will again show you how mine is. Once I finish it, I'm copying it from my original because I'm just so uncreative like that. But yeah. That's what I have. I'm a little bit off actually, I think. Where am I off? Oh, I'm just entirely shifted forward a block. Oh well. Not like it matters anyway. But there you go. There's the ball pit room done. Pretty easy if I do say so myself. Thanks, game. So you should clear your inventory as we move over to the next room, which is the kitchen. Oh, nice. A small room. A little bit of relief from whatever the hell we've been building for most of this. So, with a clear inventory, you will get out spruce trap doors, paintings, polished andesite, a warped button, birch door, gray concrete, cyan terracotta. I love how I'm getting pinged every 5 seconds in my Discord server. That's really cool. Can I, like, please just record in peace? Polished blackstone pressure plate and a birch trap door. I want to check something quickly before I actually do anything. Okay, good, it's not there. I always forget if it's actually there or not. It's something in Backstage that I just forgot or forgot. Thought I forgot, rather. I didn't actually forget anything. In the back left-hand corner of this room, you want to, behind, I guess, the stone stair here, you'll place a spruce trap door open up against the wall. Behind that, you want a 1-block painting, and then behind that, you want another spruce trap door open up against the wall. Next row on top, again, going front to back, you want a 1-block painting, and then 2 spruce trap doors open up against the wall. Ignoring the fact that they make the board look pushed into the wall, that's what you get. I don't know. In line with the checkerboard, you will count over 1 from the corner and break this block and replace it with a polished andesite. Place a warp button on the front of that. This is the fuse box. I don't know why it's in the kitchen in Jeff's when it isn't in Freddy's. It's in 2 spots in Freddy's, but it's not in the kitchen. And then right of that, you will break this area and place a birch door. We already have a wall behind this, so that kind of removes any lighting potential issues. But the block above this birch door will be a gray concrete, and each of the blocks right of that will be gray concrete as well. You'll then leave a 1-block gap from the bottom of that and place 3 cyan terracotta moving to the right. Then leave another 1-block gap and place 2 more. And these N2 cyan terracottas can be brought up by 1 each. You'll place a set of 2x2, or a set of... You'll place birch trap doors in front of the 2x2 of cyan terracotta opened up against it. And you'll also do the same to the row of 3, however this row is a little bit different for other reasons. You will, on top of each cyan terracotta, you will place a polished blackstone pressure plate. From this point, we can not do anything more with the inventory space. However, we can use the polished andesite for something. From this middle birch trap door in this row of 3, you will count to... I guess from the block that it's on, which is a clay block for me, you will count forward by 3. And going right, place 4 polished andesite. You can then clear your inventory. And get out cobbled deep slate slabs. Sea lanterns. Spruce planks. Oak signs. Stone slabs. Oak slabs. Spruce trap doors. White terracotta. And I guess because we kind of have to go with stone stairs since we have stone slabs. So, first off, just take the row of endstone bricks above this kind of set of 3 where you have these pressure plates. You'll bring the left and the right endstone bricks of these rows of 3, or of this row of 3 forward with 2 upside down cobbled deep slate slabs. Connect together in the front middle, and then you will take the three God. You'll take the middle of the row of three and the back two cobble deep set slabs and bring them each up with a block. You'll then take these two corners and bring them up with a slab, and then kind of in the middle top here, you'll just place cobble deep set blocks moving up to the ceiling. You will have to break the end stone brick slabs for this, and that is fine. Symmetry is usually your friend, except not right here. Left of this, you will leave a 1-block gap, and you will break these two end stone bricks to the left and replace them with sea lanterns. To the right, you will leave a 2-block gap and then break the next two, like this. You will then, from the top cyan terracotta here, place a stone slab up diagonally to the right by 1 from it. Bring it right by 1, and then place another set of stone slabs on top of that. From this bottom right cyan terracotta, you'll place 3 spruce planks moving to the right. From this corner one, you can then go forward by 5, and then it will end up being top snow in front of it, but we don't have top snow, so oh well. You want to, on every single spruce plank, except for this kind of corner here, on the sides of it, you'll place oak signs just with nothing on them. Again, I just leave this corner completely blank because I feel like that's easier than just trying to get away with one side and then having the other be left out. Speaking of which, on the back left out block, you'll place an oak slab. Right of it, a spruce trap door with another spruce trap door in front. Now, for the random assortment of stone anything in the room. We'll come to the polished andesite last, I guess. Front right-hand corner, you'll place an upside-down stone stair facing left. Going left from it, you'll place an upside-down stair facing right, upside-down stair facing left, and then upside-down stair facing right. In the front left-hand corner, you'll place, moving right, 2 upside-down stone stairs facing back, with another set of upside-down stone stairs behind that facing forward. Leave a 1-block gap moving right of that and place an upside-down stone slab right there. Now, this part's a little bit strange just because of placing them. However, on the leftmost and rightmost polished andesite, you'll place 2 upside-down stone stairs facing towards the outside. In between them, you want upside-down stone slabs. And also to the left of the bottom polished andesite, you'll place upside-down stone slab. Why did I say bottom polished andesite? There's not multiple. Whatever. That's besides the point, I guess. Well, it is the point. One other thing I almost forgot, but I'm too smart to. Back right-hand corner, at least where you can, you will break the floor and also another block to the left of the floor and just place white terracotta. I'm not sure what this is. It almost looks like one of those, like, bear rug mats, except, like, not quite as darkly colored. It's more like almost like a rabbit, like a rabbit's hide color. I don't know. Anyway, clear your inventory and get out. Top snow. That's definitely not top snow. Tripwire hook. Birch sign. Flower pot. Heavy core. Conduit. Where the hell is a conduit? There it is. Cauldron. And that should finish the kitchen unless I'm dumb. Above the frontmost spruce plank, you'll place a tripwire hook on the wall. In front of that, you want a birch sign, preferably not with a 1 typed into it. Below that, you will place, I believe it's like 4, or no, it's 5 top snow, just stacked like this. Did they fix the top snow thing yet, perchance? I don't know, I can't tell. Wait, no, yes, I can. Cool, they didn't. On top of this little row of stairs here, you'll go right to left and place a conduit, flower pot, heavy core, flower pot. Then from the end, you'll go forward diagonally to the left with a cauldron. Then you will kind of head to the door, and you'll head a block to the left, and right here on the floor, you'll place going left 2 flower pots, then a heavy core on this slab, heavy core on the floor, conduit on this upside down stone stair, and then from this conduit, you'll place a flower pot left, and also from the conduit, a heavy core behind it. On top of the upside down stone stair on either side of this thing in the middle, you'll place a conduit. That is this room done. Side note, there is something that I'm actually not including, which will be added later. It's just, I'll talk about it more then, but the like little arrows in the floor that point to where the doors are, technically they wouldn't be there realistically, but I'll explain that once we get there more so. The next room, the party hall. This room might actually be the probably craziest. Maybe. It certainly puts up a good fight for that. It's also an expensive room, and you'll see why in a minute. So, with a clean inventory, you want to get out trial spawners, deep slate tile blocks. So just making sure there wasn't any need for the slab version. Cobwebs, blocks of gold. Hope you're not in survival, that's expensive. Block of coal, item frames. Guess what? Heavy cores, they're back. Cauldron, and cobble deep set slab. I kid you not, that will get us from this corner to the other side of this door. Only for the back wall. Anyway, front right hand corner, you want to basically count all the way up and place a deep set tile block in the top block that you can. That's a lot of block. Below it, a cobweb, and also left of the deep set tile block, you will break into the wall 2 blocks to the left and place trial spawners. Again, this should be covered up by a wall, probably, unless you didn't fill that in. Yeah, because that's like in a corner, so maybe it'll be a gap, I'm not sure. Anyway, from the floor in the front back right hand corner, Jesus, you'll count left by a 1 and place 3 blocks of gold moving up. Left of it, you want a row of 2, and then in front of each of these, you'll just have a single block of gold. Counting left of this, you'll leave a 1 block gap and place 4 blocks of coal. Bring the middle 2 each up by 1. Place a heavy core on top of the 2 outer blocks of coal, and then on the front side of each block of coal, you want an item frame. These are the vintage TVs, as I believe Oswald calls them. Next up, you will just come to the other side of this doorway and place a cauldron with a cobble deep set slab above it. You can then clear your inventory and get out white wool, purple wool, black wool, stone slabs, spruce stairs, mangrove stairs, dark oak trapdoors, paintings, and I guess we'll go with warp slabs. So, just to the left of this cauldron, you will place 3 white wool moving to the left. Bring each white wool forward by 1, and then you will take the front left white wool and bring it left with an upside down spruce stair facing left. That is so many lefts, oh my goodness. Then bring that upside down spruce stair that is facing to the left with 5 purple wool, all going to the left. Then place a row of purple behind that entire thing, which will include that spruce stair. I'll try to not say left that many times, don't worry. You'll then come kind of back to the white wool and take this middle front one and place a mangrove stair facing to the left. Left of it, a dark oak trapdoor on the floor. Above each of the back white wool blocks, you will count up by 1 and place a 1 by 1 painting, so you'll have 3 of them kind of all next to each other like this. Just left of that, you want a 2 by 2 painting that hangs down an additional block. I actually have it as that one in case you are curious. I'm not telling you all of them, like I didn't get that original set right, but some of them kind of are specific. Anyway, left of the bottom half of this painting, you'll place a stone slab. Left of that, a black wool. Up with a stone slab. Left with the black wool. up with a stone slab, and then left of each of these 2 blocks, you'll break the end stone brick and replace it with black wool. Also, left of this table, you'll place a couple of warp slabs like that. Clear your inventory and get out. Light gray carpet. Ah, we forgot to do something. That's unfortunate. Whatever. Gray concrete. Light blue terracotta. Is that cyan terracotta or is that gray concrete? That's gray concrete, okay. Spruce stairs. Spruce slab. Mangrove stairs. Oh, we would have needed it anyway. Dark oak trapdoor. Warp slab again, interestingly enough. And we'll go with smooth quartz slabs. So, from the 2x2 painting, first off, you want to place moving forward 2 light gray carpet. This should not break the painting, at least in Bedrock. I don't know. It probably shouldn't in Java either, but God forbid. Left of that front one, you want another light gray carpet. Now, heading left a little bit more, you will break the 2 rows of floor just left of these 2 warp slabs. In the back left-hand corner, you want a gray concrete. Right of it, a light blue terracotta. Another light blue terracotta in front of that, and also in the wall above those light blue terracotta, you want another gray concrete. Get rid of the first 3 things in your inventory and get out a block of coal, dark oak stairs, and dark oak slabs. And left of this gray concrete here, inside the wall, you want a block of coal, and also another one in this front left. Left of the gray concrete here at the back, you want a spruce slab. Then left of that, you want an upside-down spruce stair facing right. From the slab, you want a mangrove stair facing left with a dark oak trapdoor to the left. Then above the upside-down spruce stair, you want 2 dark oak trapdoors opened up against the wall, which then each of these can be brought to the right with 2 more dark oak trapdoors also opened up against the wall. In the back left-hand corner of this room, you'll place a smooth quartz block with a slab on top. Right of it, you'll place a dark oak stair facing right. Then right of that, a stair facing forward, and then a stair facing left again. On top of that, you want some dark oak slabs. And then right of this bottom stair here, you'll place a warp slab. On the left wall, you want to find the middle row of the wall, which is this row right here. You'll place 3 dark oak trapdoors opened up against the wall right there with another row in front of it. This is where the party room is in Freddy's, and it's kind of just blocked off in Jeff's. So, that's fun. I really would love to know what it looks like in Jeff's, to be honest. Clear your inventory anyway and get out paintings again. They always come back. Kind of like William Afton. Beehive. Stone slab. Flower pot. White wool. Mangrove stairs. Dark oak trapdoors. Spruce stairs. And spruce slabs. And that'll get us almost all the way down. So, on the back wall, for starters, above this middle dark oak slab, you want a 2x2 painting placed right here. I have it as the 2 villagers, because I believe this is a poster. It's still like Freddy and Bonnie or something, I don't remember. Anyway, right of this entirely, you'll place 2 1x1 paintings. And then right of this top 1x1 painting, you want another 1x1. Front left-hand corner, you want a beehive with a stone slab on top. Right of that, flower pot. Right of that, you will leave a 1-block gap and place 7 white wool. Bring that back a row, and then you will take the back left-hand white wool and place a mangrove stair behind it facing left. Left of that, a dark oak trapdoor. And then heading back to the front right white wall, you will count right by 2 and place a beehive. Right of it, flower pot. Then count right by 3 and place a dark oak trapdoor. Mangrove stair facing left. Then open space. 2 beehives on top of each other. Then right of that, a mangrove stair facing back with a dark oak trapdoor on top of it, kind of opened up against the wall. And then right of that, you want an upside down spruce stair facing right. Bring it right with 2 upside down spruce slabs. Upside down stair facing left. Upside down stair facing right, and then 2 upside down spruce slabs. From this point, you can clear your inventory and get out. Snow. Block of coal. Item frames. Dark oak stairs. Dark oak slabs. And warp slabs. And so, on top of the... where you have these 2 upside down stairs facing into each other, you want to be on top of the first one you place, which is this one. You'll place a block of coal with an item frame off the back of it. To the right of this whole thing, you'll place a snow block. And then you'll go all the way into the front corner and place a dark oak stair facing back. Behind it, a dark oak stair facing forward. Place another set of stairs on top of that that is the same, and then place a set of dark oak slabs on top of that. To the left of this back stair, you'll place a warp slab. And there is the party room done. Now we just have the back row of rooms left. Yay. Perhaps when I said the party room was going to be one of the harder rooms, I lied a bit. The arcade has a frick ton of things going on. So we're just gonna kind of go for it. I don't really know. Materials you need to start off. We're gonna get all slabs instead of blocks because I said so. You want to get out polished deep slate slabs, polished deep slate stairs, spruce slabs, spruce stairs, stone slabs, smooth quartz stairs, mangrove slabs, mangrove trapdoors, and bamboo trapdoors. Head to the left wall, and what you want to do is you want to be on the 4th block back. Actually, I'm already there. Place a polished deep slate block at the floor with a polished deep slate stair on top. On top of that, you want an upside down stair. Whoopsies. In the back left-hand corner, you want to place, going up, 3 spruce planks. You'll then go forward from that with 2 additional rows, and bring the middle row right by 1. You can then place a row of slabs on top. You will do kind of the same thing in the back right-hand corner, except you're just placing a row in the corner of 3 planks, and then bringing it forward and also left by 1, with the slabs on top, except I would leave this center slab missing. You'll see why later. Anyway. From this point, we'll have to revisit these later because of something, but for now, that's kind of all. From this, you can count, if let's say you're highlighting this block to the right of what you just did, you will count right by 3, and then to the back wall and place a smooth quartz stair. Place 2 stone slabs in front, and then to the sides of the stone stair, you will place bamboo trapdoors. Open up against it. You'll do the same to the smooth quartz stair, except with mangrove trapdoors, and then you can bring those mangrove trapdoors up an additional row. Not quite between them, but up a block, you will place a mangrove slab. Then, if you kind of count along here, you'll be in line with the trapdoors here on this block. You'll then count right by 1, 2, 3, and place a spruce plank on the floor with an upside down slab on top, or upside down stair on top. Excuse me. You'll then from that count right by 5 and place an upside down stair facing right, with an upside down slab to the right of it, and then an upside down stair facing left, right of that. From that whole thing, you'll leave a 1 block at moving up and break 2 rows from each of those blocks, so you'll break a 3 by 2. You'll then break left an additional row and fill this whole thing in with spruce planks. Just for the funnies, in the front right-hand corner, you will place an upside-down spruce stair facing back. Behind it, upside-down slab, and then upside-down stair facing forward. We're not going to focus on everything with everything that we have, just kind of I want to get all the spruce done. Clear your inventory and get out. Crimson slabs and stairs. I'm just going to open both categories and leave them both open. Cobbled deep slate slabs and stairs. Cherry slabs and stairs. Stone slabs and stairs. We already had that, didn't we? We had the slabs, actually, we didn't have the stairs. Unfortunate. And then also get out an oak slab. So first off, come to this little spruce arcade here, and to the left of it you want to basically replicate it, but with cobbled deep slate, and then left of that with crimson. To the right of the spruce you will copy it with cherry and then stone. And then right of the stone block you just place an oak slab. To the right then of this little bench here, you will place 3 stone blocks to the right. Bring them each up by 2. And then place a row of stone slabs in front. Bring that row of stone slabs forward a row, and then take this rightmost stone slab and connect it down to the ground with blocks. Then that bottom block can be brought back to the left with 2 stone stairs. Here you can... now, let's actually use the rest of our stone. Sorry for the minor clickbait. You want to, from this vending machine, you will leave a 2-block gap, so count to this 3rd block and place a stone block with a stair on top. On top of that, a slab. I have the space age speaker here in my build, but I'm not going to show you. Well, it's literally just a stair here with an oak trapdoor off the left of it, or off the right of it. Left of it, yeah. I'm not going to make it because I wouldn't have made it if I realized it was an item. I thought it's so freaking big, I thought it was just part of the thing. Anyway, clear your inventory and get out. Light gray carpet. Probably when I release the map, that will be gone. That, space age speaker. Black stained glass. Spruce signs. And then you want black stone slabs and stairs. Dark oak slabs and stairs. Nether brick slabs and stairs. And that's, I guess, all we can get out anyway. That's pretty much all I would have told you to get out, I think. So, just on the bench to the left of the vending machine, you want a light gray carpet on top of this rightmost stair. On top of these 2 stone stairs in the vending machine, you'll place some black glass, and then to the right of the bottom black glass, you'll place a spruce sign with nothing on it. To the right of the arcade machine, you want a black stone block with an upside-down stair on top. Right of that, you do the same, but with dark oak. And then you should be with this in line with the stone stairs now, which then you'll place right of it nether brick made out of the same as the stone was. There are some varying heights. Before we clear our inventory, if you come to the front right-hand corner and you're highlighting this upside-down stair, you will count left by 2 and place a nether brick block here. Place another one left of it, and there's kind of the main thing done. Let's now just work along the front and do the same thing, and then we'll focus on final details. So clear inventory and get out mangrove roots, polished deep slate slabs and stairs. Whoopsies. Gray concrete, bamboo trapdoors, lightning rods, red carpet, mangrove trapdoors, and we'll go with spruce stairs. And that will get almost everything in the room done. That's so unfortunate. Come to this leftmost nether brick of these 2 and place a mangrove root back diagonally to the left by 1 from it. If you then come to this first door and count left of it by 3 actually, you'll place a polished deep slate block here with a stair on top and then a slab on top of that. Moving across the front, you'll leave a 1 block out from that and place a lightning rod with a red carpet on top. I have the lightning rods all where the fat end is facing down. If you want to do that, you have to do something precarious, such as perhaps this would work. Then going from that, you'll place a gray concrete with a bamboo trapdoor on top. And then a lightning rod coming out of the wall with a mangrove trapdoor opened up against it, kind of behind it. Again, I have the fat end of it away from the seat itself. Going across from that, you'll place an upside-down spruce stair facing left, and then left of it, an upside-down spruce stair facing right. Right of that, you want, again, a lightning rod with a red carpet on top, which I'll just do the same thing for, I guess. If it works, don't ask. That's really where I am at right now. Then from that, you'll place a gray concrete with a bamboo trapdoor left, and then another lightning rod left of that. You also want a lightning rod behind that gray concrete as well, and you can just kind of do a 2-for-1 here. I don't actually, you do need a block there, so never mind. Wait, can I? Oh, it was worth a try. Not really, it really wasn't worth a try. Would have been cool, I guess, but oh well. From this point, you can clear your inventory and get out. Oak slabs, oak stairs, beehive, brown stained glass panes, blue stained glass panes, pointed dripstone, I almost missed that, cobwebs, bamboo buttons, that was the thing I was forgetting, and I'm pretty sure there was something else. Perhaps not. Oh, item frames. So, just left of what we made, you will leave a 1 gap from that last chair and place an oak plank with a stair on top, and then a slab on top of that. Front left-hand corner, you want a beehive. On both of the ticket machines, which is the thing in the back left-hand corner and back right-hand corner, you'll just place a couple of bamboo buttons kind of peppered around it. I wouldn't really make them kind of next to each other in any way, but something like that works. It is kind of patternish, but whatever. There you go. Then what you can do is, let's place the 2-pointed dripstone actually there. I think there's 2. Yeah. From the cobbled deep slate little arcade machine, you will count out by 3 and place a pointed dripstone there. And you will do the same from the tall stone one here on the right. Then above the nether brick slab here on this furthest right machine, you'll place 2 blue stained glass panes. Right at the bottom one, you want another pane, and then from that, you'll leave a 2-block gap moving left and place a couple of brown stained glass panes on top of each other like that. Before we place the item frames, come to the back right-hand corner, and do you remember this slab I mentioned you shouldn't place? Yeah, you want to place a cobweb in its place. That cobweb then wants to be brought up by 1, and this one can be brought both left and forward by 2. And then you'll place a cobweb in the corner here of the upside-down end stone brick slabs, which then can be brought forward, and also that same one left by 2. So you'll have this. Again, the end stone brick just makes everything, or the slabs just make everything a little bit more inconvenient, but oh well, it is what it is. So, come to these, like, spruce plank thing in the wall, which is a bulletin board, by the way. I think it's a bulletin board. Bottom right-hand corner, you want an item frame. You'll then place another one up diagonally left, down diagonally left, up diagonally left. And then above both the cherry and the spruce arcade machines here, you'll place a couple more item frames, and the one above the cherry, which is the right one, can be extended up by 1. You need just paper, that's it. It doesn't matter if you get rid of anything, or doesn't matter what you get rid of, just get out paper. And you'll place paper in each of these item frames. Now, on the bulletin board, you will rotate 3 times. In the ones that are not in the bulletin board, you will rotate twice. Don't ask actually why I did that, I really don't know. That's one of those things that there isn't actually an answer for, I just kind of did it. Anyway, why did I get rid of the item frames? Because you actually need them for the next room, so get them back out, still having the paper. And you will head right a room into... I don't know what this room is called. Parts and service, I believe? It might be parts and service. I have no idea. So, from the bottom right-hand corner, this endstone brick block here, you will count up by 2 and left by 3 and place an item frame. Bring it up with 2 additional item frames, and then take the middle one and extend it left. From that item frame, you'll go down diagonally left 1, and then up diagonally left 1. Then from that, you'll place another item frame left, and then 1 up. And place paper in each of these that is rotated 3 times, again. I think that's everything we need in this room, is that correct? Well, there is like a couple beehives, but we'll just worry about those when we get there. Anyway, now you can clear your inventory. And get out. Cobbled deep slate stairs. Cobbled deep slate slabs. A piston, that's always a fun one. I like never use pistons. I remember when they used to be like the main table design people would use. Oh, the good old days. Barrels. Block of coal. Oh look, item frames again. Heavy core. Trial spawner. And a painting. And that will actually finish off this back portion of the room, which is pretty nice. In the back left-hand corner, you will place moving up. Hold on. Please hold. 3 cobbled deep slate stairs facing right. Right of each one, you will place 2 slabs and then a stair facing back to the left. On top of this, you want a row of cobbled deep slate slabs, and then if you count 1 additional row up, and if you're off the wall by a block, you will break this endstone brick and replace it with a piston that is facing out. This is another vent, but the cover on this vent is just different for some reason. Anyway. Right of this shelf, you'll take this bottom cobbled deep slate stair and place another cobbled deep slate stair right of it, facing right. Then right of that stair, you'll place a slab and then a stair facing left. Copy that on top of itself once, except you will use the reverse as far as this, like, upside down. Each of them is just upside down instead of right side up, like that. On top of the middle of this, you will place a barrel. I have it facing to the right. I would either recommend having it face left or right, but it doesn't matter which one. Now, you want to take this one item frame that almost makes this an M shape out of this paper, and you will just below it place 2 blocks of coal. Take the bottom block of coal and extend it left and right by 1 and place item frames off of each of these. Then on top of the left and rightmost blocks of coal, you'll place heavy cores. Right of this, you can break into the wall and place trial spawners right there. And then on the wall to the side of these item frames, you will take, essentially, if you are in this kind of bottom right endstone brick above the checkerboard pattern, you'll count up diagonally left by 1, and you'll place a 3x3 here. I have this one as the weird one with the mountain in the background. I was gonna say that one, but not that one. This one. It's kind of dimly lit. That looks so much brighter on my other account. That's weird. I mean, the monitor that I'm using on this one is garbage, so maybe that's why. Anyway, clear your inventory, and to finish him for this room, you will get out light gray concrete. I don't know why I made a Mortal Kombat reference. Beehives, never doing that again. And a nether brick fence, actually. Front left-hand corner, you will place a light gray concrete. You'll bring it right 1, up 1, right by 2, down 1, and right 1. So you'll just create a mustache or something. Bring that back an additional row with light gray. I don't know why or what this is, to be honest. I forget. I think it's 3 tables, actually, stacked. If my random memory serves correct. Anyway, right of the back of this, you'll place a beehive. And then you'll travel to the other side of the door and find the 3rd block over and place 2 light gray concrete moving to the right. Bring each light gray concrete back by 1 and then place an additional row of light gray on top. Right of this, you'll place another 2x2x2 of beehives instead. You'll then take the back right-hand beehive and place 2 nether brick fence on top. And there's another room done. Now we're just left with security office, and then we kind of have to just throw on lights and finishing touches. Heading over to the security office now. Where do we start here? Clear your inventory if you didn't already, and get out. Spruce slabs. Spruce stairs. Like, I just don't actually know, to be honest. Spruce trap doors. Barrels. Paintings. Red banners. I don't remember what that's for, but it's there. Cauldrons. Light gray wool. And we'll go with chest. Why not? Never mind. I just had like a brain fart. I'll explain it once we get there. Come to the back left-hand corner, and right here you want to place a spruce slab. You'll bring it right with another spruce slab, and then kind of up diagonally to the right, or just right, you'll place a couple of upside-down slabs. Place another set of slabs on top, and then again up diagonally kind of to the right, you'll place an upside-down spruce slab row again. Below those upside-down slabs, you'll place stairs facing right. You'll bring the back one right with a stair facing forward, and then a stair facing left. And the front one can be brought with a stair facing back and a stair facing left. From the back right-hand corner, you will count right by 2 and place a cauldron. Then count right an additional 1 and place a spruce plank. Bring that spruce plank right with 3 upside-down slabs and then another spruce plank. Bring either of the planks forward by 1 and then place upside-down slabs in the middle. You will then leave a 1 block gap from the back of this and place a spruce trapdoor up against the left half of that block. Left half of the brown terracotta. On top of it, a spruce slab. Right of it, a spruce slab. And then right of that, or below that spruce slab, you'll place a spruce trapdoor opened up against the right half of the block down there. From the back right-hand corner, you will count forward by 3 and place, moving forward, 2 chests that face left, so we'll just create a double chest again. From that, you'll then leave a 1 block gap moving forward and place, moving up, 4 spruce stairs all facing forward. In front of them, you'll place stairs facing left, and then in front of those, you'll place stairs facing back. On top of that, spruce slabs. Moving now across the front, you'll count left a block and place 2 spruce planks moving left, and then 2 barrels. You'll take each of these and extend them up by 1. You'll then take the barrels at the far left here and go back diagonally left with a plank, left by 1, and then you'll place spruce slabs on top. Bring each of these all back just an additional row. Right, forgot about the crouch placing. I do it instinctually most of the time, but not there. Then from this bottom spruce plank, you go forward diagonally left with a barrel and bring it left by 1. Bring either of those barrels up by 1 each, and then left of this bottom barrel, you'll place a spruce plank. Bring the spruce plank back by 1, and also take that original spruce plank and bring it left with a barrel, and then left with 2 spruce planks. Either of those spruce planks can be brought up by 1, and then the whole set of 4 can be brought back a row. Then take the bottom spruce planks and bring them each left with 2 barrels. And then in the front corner here, you'll place moving up 2 spruce stairs facing back. Then going back, you'll place a set of stairs facing right, and then a set of stairs facing forward. And then you'll place a row of spruce slabs on top. That is the kind of rough mess that is this room. I don't really know. Let's do the light gray wool next, because that's kind of important, because we need to place a banner off of it. So, from the desk here, if you're highlighting the checkerboard pattern just above the left side of the desk, you will count up by 1. You can place something here as a placeholder if you would like, because you want to break 3 light gray concrete both to the left and to the right of this. Then break up an additional row, and then leave a 1 block gap, and you can break the top row of light gray as well, creating kind of this pattern. It almost looks like a window pattern that I would make in like a Wendy's or something. I specifically think of my remake Wendy's. Anyway, fill that in with light gray wool. These are where the monitors used to be, so the wall's a little, I'd say faded, but I guess it's the opposite technically. It's less faded. Unless they painted over it, in which case then it would be more faded. I don't know. Although I guess you wouldn't paint directly over a TV screen. You would take it off the wall first and then paint and then put it back on. I don't know. This is why I'm not in construction and I just build in a video game. Anywho, coming back to these upside down slabs on this weird little diagonal thing, which by the way is the lid for the thing below it, you'll place a 1x2 painting above this back slab. Up and to the left of that, you'll place another 1x2, and also right of the bottom half of the first painting, you place level 1x1. Right of that painting, you'll place a red banner, which you can then place another one below it, and one to the left. I again don't remember what that is particularly, but it's something. Heading then to the right side, you want to take this spruce slab here on this little weird little thing. I don't know what this is. You'll count up by 1 to the light gray, and then left by 1, and place a 2x1 here. Above it, place a 2x2 painting. And then right of that, you'll place a 1x2. Then down and to the right from that one, you'll place another 1x2 like this. Clear your inventory and get out. Blackstone slabs, or sorry, blackstone stairs and blackstone slabs, I guess. Either one you can get out first. Mangrove stairs. Cyan terracotta. Red nether brick wall. Light gray carpet. Gray carpet. And a stone button should finish off the room. Yes. Nice. So, on the desk, you will leave the middle block, the back middle block open, and left and right of it, you'll place a set of upside down blackstone stairs that face back towards that middle block, like this. You'll then place, going out from those, a set of upside down blackstone stairs that face kind of away, like this. On top of each stair, you'll place a slab like so, and those are the monitors where Jeff absolutely games. From the spruce slab here at the, I guess, middle of the desk, you'll leave you'll count out a block and place a mangrove stair facing into it. You can then head to the back right-hand corner, and above the checkerboard pattern, you will break this light gray concrete on the right wall and replace it with a cyan terracotta. You can then place a red nether brick wall off of it. I also don't remember what this is, unfortunately, but it's something. From the back half of this double chest, you'll go back diagonally to the left and place a gray carpet. Then from that, you'll count forward diagonally to the left by 2 and place a light gray carpet. And then if you head pretty much all the way to the left, you'll take the middle of this weird little bin here, and you'll count forward from it by 2 and place a stone button right there. Just kind of various debris on the floor. From this point, your build is basically done. Now, obviously, ceiling and lights are important, so we're going to get into that right about now. First thing you want to do is above your walls, you will fill in every ceiling in with gray concrete. I'm going to do this with commands because just no, right? Like, just a lot of /fill commands. So gray concrete, and then I'll take this corner, and I'm going to try to get all 3 rooms here in. Because efficiency. Efficiency 5, actually. Minecraft reference. Wait, a Minecraft reference in... Never mind. Ignore that anything came out of my mouth. What? That... Okay, that was a little weird, but whatever. I feel like Minecraft's chat is just broken. But anyway... You will need to navigate between rooms, so do keep that in mind while you're doing this. I will just fly through the doors, probably. Electrify, I mean. But I think I have mentioned you can actually, that's weird. You can actually leave all the doors open if you wanted. And there you go. That's the ceiling. That was so difficult. Lighting and friends. So, first off, head into the main entrance room. I need to get there on my alt account, considering I'm in the front left-hand, or the back right-hand corner. I need to get to the front left. Although you have time anyway, because, that gives you time, I guess, to finish commands, because I'm speedy like that. Okay. For materials. Oh, right, I forgot this wasn't Freddy's. Anyway, get out. Ochre frog lights. Sea lanterns. Lanterns. Chains. And we'll just go with that for now. I'm also actually going to get out black concrete. For, like, this here. Which we'll do that at the end. So, in the main entrance room, you want to... one block off of the back row of gray concrete and 2 off of the side, you will break the gray concrete, and then another one moving in from that and replace them with ochre frog lights. They should end up being 6 blocks apart from each other, and again, they're 2 off the sides and 1 off the back. This is from the endstone brick slabs, by the way, in particular. In the main dining room, there are a bunch of lanterns, and they're in the middle row of the ceiling, which is essentially 4 off either side. And the first one is in line with the, what I'm assuming is a trash can again, is this thing right here. And you can just trace it up and place a lantern right there. The next one is in line with the first set of polished basalt, the furthest right block in it, which is right there. And if I look straight up, the lantern will be there. The next lantern is just between this 4x2 painting and the little potted plant. So I believe the center is there, yes. The next one is in line with the skeleton skull and the 1x2 painting in this shelf area. Comments are popping off right now. This is the day the Chapter 1 Poppy Playtime Part 1 was released, so... this flower pot with the fern in it, that is where the next lantern is. The next one is where the kitchen door is on the right half, specifically. The next one is in line with the fern flower pot just right of the item frame in this kind of symmetrical shelf. And then the final one is in line with the right half of the ball pit door, which is there. Oh, it's a block off. Darn. That's the front row of rooms done, because both of the rooms that are to the right of this don't actually have any lighting going on. So, as we go into the ball pit room, there's a good time to... hold on, I gotta get there on both accounts. As we get into the ball pit room, there's a good point to mention the gray concrete thing. However, I'm gonna do the lights first, because I'm just like that. You want to be... so, if you're looking at the ball pit, you'll be in line with the orange terracotta, and specifically actually above it, it will be above the center of it, and one to the left. You'll place your ochre frog lights. And then it'll be same place on the other side of the room, 3 blocks away from the wall on that side. So right there. Now, with the gray concrete arrows, they are only in the game... if, let's say this was a real pizzeria, right? They wouldn't obviously be there. They're only there so you know where the doors are in the game because of the way the perspective works. However, what I did for them was I just took where each door is and I broke 2 rows of the floor out and replaced it with just a 2x2 of gray concrete. If you have the doors on the front half, don't change the position of this. You'll just have a row of, like, whatever it is. Green terracotta in this room, for example, visible. But it's up to you. I just have it like that. Although, if you don't want to add it because I realize it's kind of a dumb thing, then that is fine. I just felt like it was important to add because you know how I am with accuracy. Anyway, the next room that has anything going on is the party hall, so you can kind of just skip the kitchen and move left an additional door. And for this one, it's sea lanterns, actually, and there is no, there is a center, never mind. So, the first set of sea lanterns is, the right half is in line with the, actually, it's just in line with the middle of this TV thing here. It's, because the sea lanterns are 2 blocks as well, so that does make our life a little bit easier. Then the next set of sea lanterns is in line with the left of the white wool table and the left of the white wool table and the right of the purple wool table. Then the next one is just beyond the purple table, just there and there. And then the final one is alternatively just 3 blocks off the wall. I feel like that's easier to mark rather than being like it's 2 blocks away from the door there. Anyway. I feel like there's not any lights in... Yeah, there are no lights in the arcade either. So you can just head straight to parts and service. I'm pretty sure is what it is still. I'm not positive. And in the back left-hand and back right-hand gray concrete, you will count in by 1 and break 2. And place sea lanterns on both sides. And again, I am kind of forgetting it, but I'll go back in a second and do all of the gray concretes. So if you head into the security office next, it is above where the mangrove stair is. You have 2 chains hanging down from the ceiling directly above it. And then below that, a lantern. And so, as mentioned, go around each room and just kind of behind the doors, break a 2x2, and you can just place gray concrete just so you know where the doors are. For the door here on this side of the arcade, the left side, it's just a 3x2 still. And you can see I have it pushed in, so I'm going to leave a row of the wall visible, or the floor, I mean, visible right there. Not the wall. So again, make sure you just go into each room and figure it out. It's not too many. And then, once you've done that, you're pretty much done. I would just go to the outside and kind of make sure that none of your vents or, like, door openings are available and just kind of cover things up like this. As mentioned, I put polished basalt below the vents that are in line with the floor, but it's up to you with what you do. I'll also cover up this piston because I think it's a lighting thing, although I didn't cover up the stairs, so I don't know why I decided for that anyway, but just really you're making sure that you can't see outside of the map. That's kind of the main goal with this. But, yeah, once you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is Jeff's Pizza, whoopsies, Jeff's Pizza complete. That was not horrible. Where am I? Oh, I'm still behind it. Hold on, we gotta get down. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, just to break up the Freddy and Jeff's, I may actually throw Oswald's house in the middle instead. I think that might be a little bit nicer. But anyway, that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.